Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? All right, guys, make sure you come on in, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you ain't already, especially if you're a Florida Gator fan, if you're a Florida State fan. Every Wednesday, 5 o'clock, we do this show about the big three. And depending on how UCF want to behave, might become the big four. Who knows? But as you guys know, it's rivalry week. Rivalry week. But anyways, the Florida Gators versus the Florida State Seminoles this week. Miami will take on Pitt. Miami take on Pitt for bowl eligibility. Miami, as of right now, Miami is 5-6, last game of the season, looking for that signature win to be bowl eligible. So Pitt's coming to town. It's a home game for Miami. But as you guys know, in state right now, Florida State is 8-3. They got the big head. They think they're doing something. They really not. The Florida Gators, they trash. They know it. They probably don't even have no confidence to win this game. Oh, hold on. Let me take that back. I did see on Twitter, AR-15 is talking about winning this game and getting momentum for Florida. Getting a lot of momentum for Florida. That's what I'm hearing now. That's what he tweeted. That was the tweet. Now, all week I've been seeing all these Florida State fans talking about how they're going to beat the Gators. It's going to be an easy win. They ain't got no competition. The Gators suck. I mean, let's look at some of the numbers. Let's look at it. So, it's a primetime game. ABC, 7:30. This one will be televised for the world to see. Now, neither team ain't really playing for nothing, to be honest with you. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Neither one of them ain't playing for nothing. Florida State win, they'll be 9-3. Congratulations. Congratulations to Mike Norvell. Congratulations to the Seminoles. They got their first winning season since what, 2016, maybe? 17? Damn, that's tough. The Florida Gators, if they lose this one, they could be 6-6. Now, here's an interesting scenario, though. If Miami were to beat Pitt and be 6-6, Florida Gators 6-6, possibly meet up in a bowl game. That'll be tough right there. Now, clearly, I've been seeing a lot of videos out there by Florida State fans. Something I think it's called coleslaw and fries or some shit. One of them channels, one of them FSU channels, cold fries and slaw or whatever. Talking about how Mario and Billy Napier done messed up and Mike Norvell is the new king in town and all this, pure utter gibberish. Talking about this, talking about that. I mean, later on we're gonna react. I'm gonna play that video. We're gonna react. Fair use only, by the way. So anyway, does anybody really think that Florida's gonna win this game? All the momentum, it seemed to be shifting Florida State's way. I mean, ESPN predicted got them as a 77% chance of winning the game. The over and under on this game is right now, Florida State is a 10.5 point favorite. They're a 10.5 point favorite. Now, I don't know what changed because the line started out at 9.5, so it went up to 10.5. So Vegas is feeling more confident in Florida State than Florida in this game. Don't know what have changed. Now, before we go any further, I want to address some of the Florida fans, some of the Gator fans. Baby lizards, listen up. AR-15 is not a first-round draft pick. I repeat, AR-15 is not a first-round draft pick. Not a second round, not a third round, not a fourth round, not a fifth round, not a sixth round, not a seventh round, not an eighth round, not a nine round, I can keep going. Do you want me to keep going? He is not getting drafted as no quarterback. He is not a quarterback. Y'all need to cut it out. Cut it out. Stop coming and telling me that AR-15 is a quarterback. He is not a quarterback. Not. He can play defensive end, though. Florida State. Florida State, overconfident, neglecting the fact that this is a rivalry game, neglecting the fact that, as ugly as the baby lizards look all year, they're still going to be competitive in this game. Florida State think they're just going to run over Florida. They're not going to do nothing in that game. They're just going to sit down and let Florida State score. They're overconfident. Now, granted that Florida just came off one of their worst losses of the season or the last decade. They lost to Vanderbilt. The mighty Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt whooped ass. Vanderbilt owned Florida. Owned them. They outright owned them. Put the brakes off there. Gave Florida some garbage time points to make them feel like they were still in it. And then you seen, last play of the game, AR-15 put the ball in a jet plane and threw it out the stadium. That's tough. So nobody has no confidence in Florida actually winning this game. Now, if you look at the stats, they're similar. They're similar. Florida State is scoring a little. Well, Florida's giving up way more points than Florida State does. Florida State is giving up 18 points a game, while Florida's giving up 27. That's a recipe for disaster already. Now, when it comes to scoring points, though, Florida scored 31 while Florida State scored 35. So the stats ain't that far off, but, Florida like to give up points, plain and simple. Yardage-wise, they're similar. Allowed yard is different by about 100, so Florida's in trouble in that department. Passing yards, they're giving up 237 a game. And rushing-wise, they're giving up 171. As you guys know, at the beginning of the year, Florida State got 3 running backs that they thought all could win Heisman. They were delusional as hell. Here we are at the end of the season. None of them ain't no Heisman candidate, but they still look good. They can put up numbers. You got to give a running back some sort of credit. And I do believe they will run the ball on Florida. Plain and simple. Florida's best chance of winning this game is for AR-15 to somehow learn how to pass the ball, to somehow learn how to throw accurately, somehow learn something that probably going to take him another 20 years to do because he's not no damn quarterback. He's a running back at best. But keep in mind that Florida State do have their own little running back at quarterback on the other hand. Now, Jordan Travis, you got to give him somewhat credit. He's a running back at quarterback, but his pass is a lot more accurate than the AR-15. And that ain't saying much, Florida State fans, don't get too happy. That ain't saying much. That's like me comparing a apple to a rotten orange. It ain't saying much. It ain't saying much. But if you look at their numbers wise, Anthony Richardson so far this year has thrown 14 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Jordan Travis, on the other hand, 21 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Way much better for Jordan Travis. If you're leaning based on quarterback stats, you want to go with Jordan Travis. 2,500 yards versus 23 and a half. Jordan Travis all the way. More touchdowns, less interceptions. More efficient. Now, running back wise, you got to go with Florida State again too. Trey Benson putting up numbers. 854, 6 touchdowns. Can he get to 1,000? Can he get he's looking for like 146 yards in this game to get to 1,000, in regular season, not going to count the bowl game. On the other hand, and he scored 6 touchdowns, 6 rushing touchdowns. So on the other hand, you got Montrell Johnson. He's 742 yards. So he's like 100 yards less with 9 touchdowns. So you got 3 more touchdowns on the season. Now, you got to give Florida some kind of credit. They got 2 running backs, Montrell Johnson here, and Trevor Etienne, Travis Etienne's little brother. He's been doing pretty well too. When you go to the passing game, the receivers wise, Florida State is winning in that department too. Florida's just ass. God dang. They ain't winning not one stat department they winning. They just terrible. Baby Lizards, God dog it. I thought y'all was an SEC team. Man, y'all need to turn in y'all badge and go to the SWAC. That don't make no sense. No sense. Anyways, I'm gonna put the link in the chat because I do want to get you guys' thoughts and opinions on this. You know what? Let me talk about the Miami game first. Miami versus Pitt coming up before I even let you guys on or whatever. Let you guys hear out your thoughts and opinions on these games. But Miami versus Pitt. Miami's at home. Pitt's the favorite. This game is on ACC Network. It's an 8 o'clock game. I will be at this game. Pitt 7-4. Miami 5-6. This is do or die for Miami. It's bowl game or season over. Plain and simple. Ain't no way around it. Last game of the season. Or could be, extending the season. But we're going to find out. 55% chance that basically Pitt win this game, according to ESPN Matchup Predictor. Can't really compare the numbers with quarterback-wise because, Tyler Van Dyke, not quite sure if he even played this game. I doubt that he played this game. I definitely think we'll see between Jay Garcia and Jakari Brown. But if you look at the other team's quarterback, he ain't looking too well. He throw more interceptions than he throw touchdowns. 7 touchdowns, 8 interception, 2,100 yards. That's their quarterback. Caden Slovis, whatever his name is. He's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Running the ball wise, they definitely got us. They got a running back that's already over 1,300 yards. Henry Parrish, although has been going through a lot of injuries during the season, he did manage to pick up 581 yards with 4 touchdowns. The other guy got 18 touchdowns. So you can clearly see that Pitt can run the ball. They got a running back that's over 1,300 right now. So he'll definitely be a problem. Now, his first name is Israel. His last name, I am not going to attempt to even say it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see his last name. You guys can see it. Look on the screen. If you're listening, look on the screen for a second. That is this guy's last name. I'm not going to attempt that. This guy, mom and dad gave him this last name on purpose, knowing that dang well one day T2I would have to try to pronounce this last name. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No, absolutely not. All right, let me make this back small again. Anyways, leading Miami with receiving wise, Will Mallory, 33 catches, 435 yards with only 2 touchdowns. On the other hand, you got this guy here, Jared Wayne, 44 receptions, 807 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Double the number of yards on Mallory, same amount of touchdowns, and like 10 more receptions. So they're leading in almost every department on here, basically. Like I said, Pitt is 7-4. They've had, not the greatest season, but they definitely had a better season than we have so far. Now, as of right now, Pitt is actually the favorite in this one. Miami is at the Hard Rock, but Pitt is the favorite. Pitt is a 6.5-point favorite. This is a home game for Miami. Pitt is a 6.5-point favorite. The over and under is 43.5. 43.5. Now, weather-wise, it's supposed to be 77 degrees, so not too shabby. Normal weather for us Floridians. What else we got? Okay, so if you look at Miami's numbers versus Pitt right now, they're averaging 30 points a game while Miami's averaging 24. Um, Points allowed almost the same. Pitt's averaging 24. They're giving up 24 points. Miami's giving up 25. Yardage wise, Miami's averaging 366 yards a game, while Pitt is averaging almost 400 at 392. Yards allowed, Pitt's giving up 313. Miami's giving up 363. So they're definitely killing us in both of those departments, stats wise. Rushing yards allowed, they're giving up 94 and a half. Miami's giving up 132 and a half. Passing yards allowed, they're giving up 219. We're giving up 231. So Pitt is a clear-cut favorite in all the stats. You know, that's tough. But hey, if we want a bowl game, if we want an extra 15 practice to, get some of the younger guys to start, getting some of this play calling down pat, boom, 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 we're going to have to win this game. We're going to have to pull a rabbit out the hat. I don't know how we do it. I can't tell you guys how we win this game, but hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. Hopefully one of y'all got some answers. Anyways, I'm putting the link in the chat. Like I said, Miami versus Pitt, Florida State versus Florida. Who's going to win these games? How can Florida beat Florida State? Can Florida State blow out Florida like they fans saying they will? Link is in the chat for anybody who want to weigh in, give their thoughts and opinions. Also, after we talk about the subject, I want to talk about the transfer portal, who's in it, who could be next. So, yeah, the link is in the chat for anybody that wants to weigh in, give their thoughts and opinions on this. Miami versus Pitt, Florida State versus Florida. So, let's talk about the Florida Gators for a second. So, I've been seeing this little rumor flying around. Now, of course, quarterback issues. Where the hell is my mouse? Oh, there it is. Slim, what's going on?
What's up, buddy?
It's good. All right, so Florida with the quarterback issues. So I'm hearing now, rumors are flying. Basically, Sam Hartman from Wake Forest. Now, from what I'm hearing, and this is all coming from Florida fans, so take it with a grain of salt. He could hit the transfer portal and transfer to Florida and, play out his last year of eligibility there, or he could hit the NFL draft. That's according to their fans. I don't know if Sam Hartman want to do that or even have any intentions of doing so, but it's all over Florida's boards. The rumors are flying like Lane Kiffin to Auburn, basically. Anyways, Kings Football Talk, what's going on with you?
What's up with you? What's up?
Yeah, man. All right, so two Miami fans. So we'll talk about the Miami versus Pitt game first. Can Miami win this game? Will Miami win this game? Will they be bowl eligible, or will this be the end of the season? What you guys thinking?
I feel like it depends on the fight that the younger guys come out there and play like. And if we keep getting Cam Kitchens playing like he playing, man, I mean, we can have some other boys step up, which Wesley Brissant, he steps up a little bit more. They keep Leonard Taylor out there, and Leonard Taylor needs to get a little lower because them boys, sometimes I done seen some of them boys being able to, overpower Leonard Taylor, and he should be just getting a little bit lower. I don't know. I feel like if our defense come out, I feel like our defense will be okay. It's a question mark on the offense because we see the problems that we having right there at quarterback and also at running back in the beginning of the season towards all the way up till now. So I don't know, man. It's an iffy with me, but I still feel like we're gonna come out with a win.
Yeah, what you thinking, Slim?
I'm thinking Pitt finna get whooped, man. They're a one-dimensional team. They're more riddled with injuries than we are. Keaton Slovis has been a disappointment, to put it mildly. And here's the thing. The run stopping has been the strength of Miami's defense this year. That front seven has been the strength.
Yeah.
And now all you have to do is sell out on the run. Now, offensively, I think Brown can have more success because this ain't Clemson's defense.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna start Brown or they're gonna start Garcia?
I believe Brown.
I mean, if he's healthy, I think they're going to start Tyler. Outside of that, I think it's Brown. I think they've seen what they wanted to see out of Garcia, and you know they put in Garcia in the last 5 minutes of the game. I think it was.
Yeah. I think it was the whole fourth quarter.
It may have
Yeah,
been.
they took. It was after Brown got sacked. Got that after Brown had did that. You know the safety. Yeah, that's when they took Brown out.
That still didn't look like a safety to me, and I was there.
Yeah.
He got it out. It was definitely intentional grounding.
Yeah.
But whatever. It is what it is. Ain't like it would have changed the outcome of the game or anything.
Yeah, that was a tough one to watch.
Yeah.
But believe me, I know. I was freezing my ass off in the stands watching it.
Man, thank God I didn't come. Did Hufflebilly Paul go?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, the beginning of the year, that was going to be one of the games that I was. Go ahead, Todd.
I said, you guys are sissies. You don't know what cold weather is. That's why I'm from the Midwest. We're chameleons. We're used to 4 seasons, okay?
Well, we lived in Florida all of our lives, so we don't compute.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Florida all my life.
I moved out of Florida, and I deal with the cold all the time. I've been out there working in -10 on top of a grain silo alongside the Ohio River. So I can tell you plenty about cold.
Okay.
Hey, Todd.
Okay, I live in the Midwest.
It's not my fault that when you shoveling snow, I'm shoveling sand at the beach.
You're the sand castles.
Hey, I'm proud to be from the Midwest, okay?
There's nothing wrong with being from the Midwest. Nelly from the Midwest. Handle, mommy, yeah,
Uh-oh.
Damn, man, that shit come out back when I was in middle school.
If you want to go and take a ride,
I think I'm being supportive, man. I want to see you Canes win. I want to see you guys in a bowl game this year. I'm praying for you guys. I think you guys need to get the tight end involved in your offense.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, our tight end don't want to do a damn thing but catch a ball.
Yeah, he don't want to block like that.
I swear to God, I was about ready to jump out there. I was about to run out there and choke out Will Mallory my damn self. Because I saw
that one
him,
block.
Same as always. Little swing pass to Mallory. He can't break a tackle. He gets 3 yards. And then he misses the damn block on the bubble screen on the next play. And for a loss of 3 yards.
Yeah. He just let the man run past him. Hey.
Yep.
I remember
now,
that.
I did hear a rumor, TTY,
I think
that
Go ahead, Todd.
I'm listening, guys. I'm just kicking back. I said, go ahead. I'm just listening. I'm just sitting there. Sitting there having
give us your thoughts. You're a Florida State fan. Give us your thoughts on Florida State versus Florida.
Well, like I said, it's going to be a tough game. I'm not protecting blowout because, like I said, it's going to be a tough game. I'm not protecting about a blowout game. We're playing good ball. That's all I'm going to say. We're playing good ball. We're just, we should have beat North Carolina State. We just dropped balls. It's going to be a tough game. Can we contain the AR-15? Who knows? It's going to be a tough game. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to, we're just playing good ball right now.
I actually
it's going to
tend
be a
to
tough
agree
game.
with them because if you look at the NC State game, they have trouble containing the run, and that's what Florida does best.
Yeah.
You know, we dropped many balls, and their defense was stout, and we just gave the ball game. We dropped passes. We just couldn't make adjustments, and I don't know. It's going to be a tough game. Now Miami, they just got to get the tight end and playing, but I don't know. It's just they got to get the offense going. And the secondary needs to start making plays for Miami. You know, they've been the burn unit this year. They've been toasted and burnt and everything else. They're like the mash unit back there.
Not lately when we got Cam Kitchens back there, boy. He's been doing everything.
I know. I hear you, Slim Shady. So, yeah.
That wasn't me.
So today, today I'm having some Spotted Cow beer from New Glarus, Wisconsin. It's a good beer. I'll send you some TY2. Uncle Phil, you want some?
Hey man, if you're gonna send me some, I'll take it for sure.
Now T2I, have you seen the rumors that are running around YouTube on all these recruiting channels?
What rumor is that?
That Travis Hunter's been in contact with the University of Miami.
Oh, until something happened, I ain't entertaining that.
I told people Travis Hunter's gonna transfer. I know. I told everybody he's going to Jackson State to get him that check, and then he's gonna bounce.
Well, according to a lot of people, Deion Sanders could be moving from Jackson State to Colorado, or what's the other place? Some other spot. So I have no clue.
I don't know.
Oh man,
It's
a lot. That transfer portal for to get wild because it's a lot of Texas A&M players that's going in there. A lot of Alabama players going in there too.
Hey, it's like a going out of business sale of Texas A&M players.
Yeah.
Black Friday come early.
Black Friday.
Now Florida has released their depth chart for Florida State. So no, let me save that, and I'll be able to make it bigger. Yeah, so Florida's released their depth chart. The depth chart they think they're gonna use to whoop Florida State. Speaking of Florida State, Marcus, what's going on, boss?
What's going on, G?
All right,
what's going on, everybody in the chat?
So what you think about AR? What you think about AR-15 saying they're gonna whoop y'all and gain momentum?
First of all, I'm trying to figure out who all AR gonna throw to. You got 5 receivers out.
Not to mention, I think they got a linebacker that's out for the first half. For Target.
Yeah. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a blowout, 31-7.
No, they don't do that anymore, T2I. You don't have to sit out the first half anymore.
No, he got to
sit that. They said that he got to sit out.
Yeah, he got to sit out.
Well, maybe I heard they changed it. Maybe they're implementing it next year.
No, if you get a targeting in the second half, you got to sit out the first half of the next game.
And enough people have raised hell with the NCAA. NCAA made an announcement about forming a committee to change it. So I thought they had done it this year. I guess they're doing it next year.
All right. So Florida's depth chart for Week 13 against Florida State. Wide receiver Randall, Dejon Randall. Then they got Caleb Douglas. I'm sorry, and Ricky Parcell.
Hell, he banged up.
Quarterback, of course, Anthony Richardson. Running backs. Oh, Lingard number 3 on the depth chart now.
Moving up in the world.
Lingard got one year eligibility. Speaking of Lingard, I think he might be in the transfer portal at the end of the season.
I heard something about that.
Yeah, I seen him tweet that he don't know what the road's going to lead him to, but he won't give up.
See, to me, Florida's a hard team to figure out because, they'll play one week and look like a top team and then turn around and lose to Vandy the next.
I mean,
they're really up and down.
I mean, if Florida State loses this game, I can see them losing their bowl game too.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Oh man. Well, hell, Richardson gonna have to carry the ball 20 times.
That's all right though. I mean, y'all got beat by a running back running the damn ball 30 times at NC State. I mean, not a running back, but a wide receiver.
Yeah, so they definitely got receivers.
I mean, I'm just saying, from watching, that's Florida State's weakness, and unfortunately, it plays into Florida's strength. That's why I agree with what he said earlier, that it's going to be a tough game. Ain't going to be no blowout.
Blowout. He got to have somebody to throw it to.
He ain't got to throw it. They can run it down your throat.
It ain't
right now.
You can't sleep on Florida defense now. They do got some corners. They got that corner out there now.
Bro, do you know what Florida defense ranked? They defense ranked in the 90s. Defense ranked in the 90s. If you got a weak defense, we gonna drop 30 on y'all.
Yeah, but their defense has done something only two teams have done, and that was hold Tennessee's offense in check.
Tennessee scored 38.
They scored 38 on South Carolina.
No, Tennessee beat Florida 38-33.
So Dejan,
it was a 5-point game. Okay.
So this will be Dejan's first start as a receiver, and Caleb's second start. So they young at receiver for real. Dang. So if they beat Florida State, boy, they gonna have some bragging rights. They finna clown y'all.
Hey, we'll find out Friday.
Those boys finna go ham on y'all on Twitter, boy. Beat them boys with some rookies at wide receivers. Oh shit!
Isn't that game at noon on Friday?
Nah, we got a 7:30.
Okay, it's Friday night. Okay. I couldn't remember which one was early game and which one was a late game.
That's crazy. It's a Friday night game.
Yeah, our game's a night game too. It's at 8 o'clock.
And yeah, hopefully we black out. Put on the Miami Knights.
Man, I doubt Cristobal do it. I asked him to though, but I doubt he do it. We've been wearing orange and white all damn year.
Oh, y'all ain't wore the black uniforms yet this year?
Nope.
Nah, we only wore green. We only wore green one time.
Oh man, Cristobal tripping.
He probably got tired of that shit at Oregon, and he's like, "Fuck it, we're gonna keep it simple." Which can you really blame him? Oregon got 7,500 uniform combinations.
Yeah.
And I can tell you one thing. After this Pitt game, that portal about to light up. That transfer portal about to go nuts.
Yeah, man. It's about to go down on the offseason, man.
And what the sad part is, you're going to see a lot of guys left there and ain't going to have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And speaking of transfer portal, who you guys expecting to hit the transfer portal from Florida State, Marcus? Sam McCall?
I mean, it might be a few DBs. I mean, maybe a few linemen, but I mean, we'll find out.
How crazy would you guys go after Travis Hunter if he hit the transfer portal?
I don't think he'd leave him.
You think if he do leave, he just gonna follow Deion?
No, if Deion take that Colorado job, you think he's gonna go way to Colorado?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go to Colorado.
Who knows?
They're already the recruiting. Like I said earlier, the recruiting sites are already lighting up about Travis Hunter leaving. So they're signed. Where there's smoke, there's fire. We'll see how much fire it is.
But my thing is, why go to Jackson State for a year and then jump back in the portal and try to go back to FBS?
for that $2 million check. That's why.
He could have got 5 at a Power 5 school.
That's what he got offered.
I mean, yeah, if he entered the transfer portal, I mean, we'll see. I mean, unless Deion take that South Florida job, I can see him going. I can see him falling into South Florida.
That's about the only place I could see Deion landing. I don't see Deion landing in the Power 5, not yet. Because you've heard all these rumors about it.
No.
But that's it's nothing but talking heads talking about it. You haven't heard of any schools actually interested in him.
Now I want a Florida State fan to explain what this is, because I tried to ask for explanation, but nobody won't tell me. So maybe Marcus could tell me. What is this, man? So basically, the story on this is Florida man vapes semen. Can you explain this to me, Marcus?
Yeah, you got to talk to him.
Now clearly, as you can see by the shirt, we know what clan this guy is from.
Hey, it is what it is. Hey, that's what he want to do. Hey, that's on him.
Man, you can look at bro and tell he's from up there somewhere around Plant City.
This man is vaping semen. Now, when they said Seminoles,
I'm trying to figure out how the heck can you vape semen? Like, how the heck?
I'm not sure. I don't want to know how that works.
I don't need
how the heck can you vape semen?
So when they call y'all Seminoles, this probably where it originated from.
Man, is Seminoles, criminals, for the free shooting? Hey, it is what it is. You got all.
Now I tried to ask Pope for an explanation, but he still ain't get back to me yet.
Well, I guess you have to ask tonight at 8:00. Then
we need to track down Turnt and ask him.
Oh, yeah, we ain't seen Turnt Tally in a long time.
That man shit up with a couple years, man.
Yeah, that man been disappeared for long.
And you figured he'd come back because he disappeared after 52-10.
That man realized that Florida State ain't never gonna be back.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
I just find it funny that y'all won 8 games and y'all are saying y'all back already. God damn.
Hell, Miami done that 3 or 4 times in the past 15 years.
Man, these boys 8-3. That was Manny Diaz's record after 2020.
Hey.
So what you trying to say? Mike Norvell is Manny Diaz 2.0?
Manny said, been there, done that.
Hey, we'll see.
No, hold on. I said I was gonna bring.
No, I'm gonna be honest, because I like to troll, but Florida State kind of proves my point. They blocked out the noise from the fan base and let Norvell do his thing. Because there were plenty of Florida State fans hollering about firing his ass.
Man, that's like every fan base. Every fan base hollering about firing their coach. I seen Alabama fans talking about firing Nick Saban after they had 2 losses.
Yep. A couple years ago, probably this year too.
Yeah, you don't. If Kirby lose that SEC championship game, Georgia gonna be like, "Oh, we need to fire Kirby."
Yeah, you'll find a couple dummies that'll say it. Yeah.
Like people don't have no patience these days.
Well, I mean, even in Polk's.
Now I want you guys to watch this, or at least listen to this bozo.
Stream 80.
I want you guys to listen to this bozo. He's a Florida State guy. I think it's double fries, no slaw. I think he go by the name of TJ.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think you're a little goofy.
While they were down, they've missed that chance, and they know how much they're going to live to regret it. Thanks for tuning in today. Do me a quick favor. Hit the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. We're going to talk a little bit about where all three programs are.
I just told him you full of shit.
Three of the rebuild, where Florida and Miami are, what they've done to help FSU.
Oh, teaching why you told him that for real?
Yeah, it's right there.
Programs are currently
this guy full on
Florida
shit.
State being in year 3 of the rebuild under Mike Norvell, Florida and Miami in year 1 of their respective rebuilds. But both schools did FSU some favors, and I want to talk about them as well as what it means for the three schools going forward. Overall, the biggest mistake that both schools made was not being able to capitalize while FSU was down. Now, there's a number of reasons for that. They hired bad coaches. They're not the brands they once thought they were. There are other reasons that we could go into, some intentional, some unintentional, some out of their control. Nonetheless, they were not nationally relevant. Miami won 10 games once. Florida made some big bowls, but neither school even got close to competing for a national championship. Do you remember the last time that Florida State was up and the other two schools were down? Florida State won 3 straight conference championships. They went to 5 straight New Year's Six and BCS bowls. They made 1 playoff, 1 championship game. Of course, they won it all with Jameis and the team in 2013. Won a Heisman and had a number 1 overall draft. Miami and UF didn't come close to that success while FSU was down. Florida helped FSU by hiring an unproven coach. And that can work out. He could be a rising star. But could you imagine what somebody like Brian Kelly would have done at UF? Look at what he's done with LSU. A team that went below 500 last year and this year is already playing in Atlanta for the SEC title. Knocked off teams like Ole Miss, Alabama. Miami
Florida ain't
hired a
got that
very
money.
well-known but very mediocre coach.
Ole Miss and Alabama ain't that good.
Coming into South
Yeah.
Florida. 5
Not that good this year.
Par for the course. He's always been a really good recruiter, but he just doesn't have it on game day. We posted a video about why Cristobal would continue to lose to Norvell and mentioned that he will never outcoach Norvell. I'll link that here. FSU is helped out by a loudmouth billionaire who makes raising NIL funds all about themselves.
Marcus, he about to eat them words next year.
Percentage of what's donated instead of giving 100%.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he just talking stupid.
Miami helps
Talking
out.
reckless.
Here's the main problem with what he's saying. Norvell's sucking high and tit recruiting. You're not going to be able to do shit if you ain't got the horses.
And he doesn't even like playing at home due to how terrible the atmosphere is. Not to mention a coach that continues to.
See, that's all cap.
Yeah.
Tyler Van
He
Dyke
sound
did
like a
not
bunch
say
of
that.
fun. He sound like baloney.
Tyler Van Dyke did not say that. Here's
I mean,
somebody
he's
that
got
takes. Here's somebody that take his words and like mix them up and make it sound all good for his crappy ass Seminole video.
I mean, he's got an overall point that Florida and Miami should have taken advantage while Florida State was
Florida
down.
helps FSU out by having some of the most insufferable fans that can't even get along over a
What's up,
president.
Chris Kane for life?
Now, Thrasher was one of the most beloved figures at FSU for quite a while. What's all this lead us to? Well, Florida State has been behind. But Mike Norvell and the buy-in that he has from the administration, the fan base, the boosters, and the team is pretty phenomenal right now.
Man, y'all ain't got no money.
Going to finish the season with under in Vegas 6.5. National analysts like Mike Farrell did not think Mike Norvell could even get this team to 6 wins, let alone 10. Florida will win 7 or 8 games this year if they're lucky, and Miami will be thrilled to win a game against Pitt on the last week of the season to qualify for a bowl game. Yet here's FSU, the team that struggled and been the butt of all the jokes the last few years, The
Y'all
team
still
who has
is.
recruited as well as their rivals.
They ain't made a bowl game in 5 years.
Cycle. It's a team that crushed it in the transfer portal. State is a team who ranks 4 and 5 spots behind their rivals according to the total talent on the roster. If you look at 247's rankings, but they're also a team that's objectively better than both. Florida State has a better game day coach. They're much further along in the rebuild. They have less talent, but a much better team. They already.
All right, I can't stomach this video any longer. This man talked too
Okay,
slow.
I said this after the Florida State game, and it's just as true now as it was then. All they did was get even. Miami literally won by 45 2 years ago. They won by 45 this year. Whee!
Man, I ain't gonna lie though. It would be nice to see them beat Florida by 60. Would be nice to see them beat Florida by 60.
Like I said, the biggest hole in his theory is he's getting Mike Norvell's getting left behind in recruiting. And if you notice, the teams that are at the top of recruiting are the teams in the playoffs every year. You're not going to get that. You're never going to hit the playoffs averaging around the 20th ranked recruiting class.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what is this, an FSU hate show? That's not what the title say. Well, you got an FSU fan on here, so if we hating on FSU, he can defend y'all. Or better yet, if you want, you could hit the link and you can come defend FSU. How about that?
It's hard to defend FSU against some facts.
Yeah, they terrible. The boys don't won 8 games, and they think they back on.
The state gonna get settled. The state gonna get settled by 25. We're gonna see it by year 25 what all they're gonna look like.
We ain't gotta wait till 25. 24, we're gonna whoop both of y'all.
I mean, you can't argue with the fact that Norvell's going to have to step up his recruiting game, or Florida State's going to get jumped by both Florida and Miami quickly. I mean, that's an inarguable point.
At the rate.
Well, it depends.
Mario.
Depends.
At the rate that Mario is recruiting versus the rate that Norvell is, it won't be long. It won't be long.
No, it doesn't depend.
The talent that we get versus the talent that they get, recruiting wise, it won't be long.
And I know the point you're fixing to make. Yes, every once in a while, a less talented team upsets the more talented team. That's why it's called an upset.
Nah, I want them to make that point. Oh, I mean, yeah, Mario, he can recruit, but the problem with Mario is I have to say development.
Where's your Mario? Where's your evidence?
I can go to Oregon.
No, you really can't, because he left right when they should have been able to capitalize on what he done. He left in game
not
here.
even that, sir.
Well, Oregon had top 10 rosters.
Hey, Marcus, listen. Y'all keep saying Oregon, but the man took Oregon to 3 conference championships and won 2.
In a weak Pac-12. He should have been in playoffs.
Now it's a weak Pac-12, but you just said he had a top 10 team.
Bro,
and he did that with that top 10
Everybody
team.
agree with that. Everybody agree with a weak Pac-12.
Saying, my thing is if Mario was so bad and all this other stuff, but he was doing good at Oregon. And then when he got to Miami, now Mario, this bad coach, he can't develop, he ain't ready for coaching day. Game day and all that stuff like that. It's like it don't make sense, because when he was at Oregon, I didn't hear people talk about Mario like that. I heard people praising Mario and what he done at Oregon and what he was doing. But now he got to Miami, it's like he ain't that good of a coach. He ain't gonna do nothing. Oh, Miami
So
hired the
Pac-12
wrong
same,
coach.
Pac-12 football, same as
I'm
ACC
tired of.
football.
No, I'm just saying, Marcus, man, you my dog, bro. But I'm just tired of hearing that, man. Stop saying Mario a bad coach and he ain't gonna develop. Mario about to do at Miami what he did at Oregon. Just put it like that. He about to do at Miami what he did at Oregon. He already showing it by bringing in the crews. What they say, they X's and O's is Jimmy and Joe's. Then that's what he's getting, the Jimmy and Joe's, so we can go out there and win no games on game day.
Yes, sir. I hope so. I hope so.
That's all I'm
But
saying.
we see time and time again on game day, Mario's not that fire.
Bro, this is his
Oh,
first
okay, hang on,
season.
hang on,
This is
hang on,
first
hang on,
season.
hang on, hang on,
His
hang
first
on,
season.
hang on, hang on. Go
Lincoln
look at
Riley
Nick
got
Saban.
USC
Hang
in the
on,
playoffs.
hang on.
This is
Go
first
look at
season,
Nick
bro.
Saban's record at Michigan State. He was dog shit. That was his
Okay,
very first Power
so let's
5
talk
head
about
coaching job.
Lincoln Riley. Let's talk about Lincoln Riley. His
Lincoln
first
Riley
season at
had been a
USC.
Power 5 head coach. That
Yeah,
was
we
that
dealing
was
with two
Mario's
different
first
teams,
Power
bro.
5 head coaching job.
USC obviously got a way better talented team than Miami right now.
First job.
Bro,
Oklahoma was
USC
Lincoln Riley's
got a
first
better
job.
talented team, bro.
And
So
he
you're
was
gonna
handed a
neglect. So you're
team
gonna
that had
neglect the
just went
fact
to the
that.
playoffs.
What is going on?
So you guys gonna neglect the fact that Lincoln Riley took his quarterback with him, got the
Yeah.
best damn wide receiver out of Pitt.
Two. He got two. He had two wide receivers. He got
This
two.
man
He got the
went
one out
over
of
there.
Pitt.
This man
Well,
went
no,
over there with a
So I got a question.
team.
I got a question.
Hang on.
I got a
Let
question.
me address
Who's
your point. Let me
who's
address
better
your
on
point
game
first.
day?
Hang on.
Lincoln
Let me
Riley or
address your
Mario?
point first. Hang on. Let me address your point first before you start running off into another question. You wanted to bring up Lincoln Riley. Well, guess what? Him and Ryan Day were in the exact same position. Handed a team that was ready to go to the playoffs.
USC just last year was 4-8.
Mario and
USC was trash last year.
okay, but once again, this is Lincoln Riley's been a Power 5 head coach for how long?
Just as long as Mario. Lincoln only been at Oklahoma about 4 years.
Longer.
4-5 years.
No.
So how long he been
there
coaching
longer than that.
Oklahoma?
He made the
So,
playoffs there in
Stoops
2015,
retired in
2016.
Hey,
So what
I'm
year
saying is, y'all-
Stoops retired? At 15, 16?
hey, all I'm
Stoops
saying
just
is y'all
retired
dog.
just 5
Nobody
years
was
ago.
dogging. All I'm saying, nobody was dogging Mario when he took Oregon and won 2 conference championships, bro. Like, that's all I'm saying. Nobody dogged him when he was doing that. You feel me? It's when he got to Miami,
honestly,
he just became this bad coach.
And honestly, your
I always
development
say- I
theory
always
goes
say-
right out the window when you look at the first round draft picks he just had out of Oregon. There goes your development theory right there.
Come on. Bro, we knew Thibodeau was going to be a first round pick as soon as he came on the field. Come on, bro.
But guess what? That credit goes to him. That credit goes to him.
I get Mario is a great recruiter. I met Mario. I met Mario before. I know Mario. I met Mario before. He's a great recruiter. But when it comes to that coaching exercise, he's not that guy.
Now, everybody, you don't need your head coach to be X's and O's. Since when do you need your head coach to be X's and O's?
So ain't no such thing as a head coach calling plays?
Look, I don't want a head coach that calls plays. That's Florida's biggest problem right now.
You got plenty of head coaches calling plays. Lincoln Riley, he calls the plays. USC, they ain't complaining.
There's a difference between calling plays and being the coordinator. You look at Lane Kiffin, he has a coordinator, but he calls plays himself. Because that's too much of a job for just the head coach.
Not really, hell, because
it is. It's failed everywhere it's been tried.
Well, because Jimbo, he called plays, but I mean that's shit done and over with.
Coordinator. He has a coordinator to deal with the team during the week while he deals with the head coach shit he's got to work with. Mark Richt did the same thing. He had an offensive coordinator to deal with the team while he had to deal with his job.
But if you can call plays, you can call plays. Like I say, Lincoln Riley, he calling the plays.
Good for him. I don't care if the head coach can call a play. That's not what the head coach is there to do.
I understand. I know that. I know all that.
CEO and delegate responsibility.
Yes, you do have. Yeah, Mario, he's more of a CEO type of guy. Yes.
Okay, and that's why he brought in what he brought in, bro. He brought in his own coaches. You get what I'm saying?
That's my preference in a head coach. That's what I want out of a head coach.
Okay, but like I said, we'll see in about 24, 25. We'll see if Mario gonna come hawk us down. Mario, come catch up. Come get us.
My thing is all I'm saying is Mario a good coach, and I don't understand why he a bad coach at Miami, but he was good at Oregon.
Well, because simple-minded people want to do nothing but point at a record, and I'll give you a perfect example. A lot of people like to talk shit about FIU. They don't look at the fact that FIU was 0-12 when he took them over.
Yeah, then he made their record. He had a winning record. He had a winning record at Oregon.
Yeah, at Oregon he had a winning record. He was right at a game above 500 at FIU, but he literally had to restart that program from the ground up, and then won the conference with them. Went from 0-12 to winning a conference.
Yeah.
So tell me that man can't turn a program around, and that was his first head coaching job.
And that's all I'm trying to tell you, Marcus, man. He just it's his first year, man. The man gotta get his stuff together. He gotta figure out who wants to be here and who don't, and that's what's happening right now. And we figuring out what our team's gonna be, so we can get our identity.
But Canes, but I said that when y'all first hired Mario, I said, hey man, slow down on Mario yet. Just slow down on. Just know y'all ran. Oh, we got Mario. He finna do this first year. Whoop de whoop, whoop de whoop. Then when first year,
okay, but what did you say a while ago? You said there was some stupid Florida State fans talking about firing Mike Norvell, and I've been telling Miami fans to pump their brakes. But wait a minute. But I've been telling Miami fans to pump their brakes.
Hey, but Marcus, every
but I'm not specifically talking about you, Slim. I'm not specifically talking about you. But everybody, whenever we get Mario, we gonna do this. We gonna go to the ACC title. I'm like, bro, pump the brakes. Let Mario bring his.
I said that. I never said that we was gonna go this year, the first year. But I said we gonna go to the ACC championship. But I didn't say this year. I said we basically gonna go next year, and we gonna go the year after that. We gonna work hard.
I'm not specifically saying. You and Slim, y'all didn't say that, but I'm just saying, which I understand when you hire a new coach, especially a homegrown coach, you think, okay, he know what it take to do, he gonna turn it around quickly. But all thing we heard was ACC title first year. We got Van Dyke, he's a Heisman contender, he a first round pick. We got a top 15 roster. And I'm like, hey, y'all slow it down a little bit. Let Mario give him a couple years. Now when the season happened. And it ain't looking how it's looking. Now we got to rebuild. I'm like, okay, we tried to tell y'all that about Mario. Just let him slow it down a little bit. Let him Mario rebuild. Yeah, and let him do what he do.
But who on T2Y was speaking like that?
Majority of the Canes. I'm not saying you and Slim, but majority of the Canes fans are saying that.
But listen, you didn't want to hear my argument earlier about what Florida State fans were saying about Mike Norvell because you didn't say it. So don't bring up what the other Canes fans said. Bring up what we said.
Yeah, but I never specifically said, fire Mike Norvell. I said, hey, I always been a proponent. I always been a proponent of give a coach 3 years, no matter what, no matter high school, college, NFL. I always say, hey, give a coach 3 years.
Hey, but that's what most of us are saying.
But at the end of the day, that wasn't your argument. Your argument 2 minutes ago was Mario can't develop. And
he wasn't a good coach.
Not a good game day head coach.
Yeah.
And all the evidence presented in front of you disproves that.
Yeah.
But two things can be proved. Yeah. Mario, can he develop, eventually become a great game day coach? Yeah, he could.
No. You said he can't develop players.
Yeah, you said that.
Put in the NFL.
Yeah, Marcus, you said that. You said he can't develop players and he's not a good coach.
What?
So what you want me to say? He a little overrated? The bottom line that you want me to say he a little overrated?
I didn't say he overrated.
I'm just saying you want me to say you want me to just go ahead and just say he's a little overrated? Because I can just say he's a little overrated.
No. Marcus, no, listen, you were saying that he wasn't a good coach and he can't develop. That's what I'm saying. Then we was arguing about that because I sat there and said, well, why are you saying that for what he did at Oregon?
Being a CEO. So it ain't like I just said,
but you said that he can't develop players, which is false. Yeah. That's verifiably false.
Well, okay, so what you want me to say to a certain degree? But like I say, the proof is in the pudding this year.
So we're going to judge then Mike Norvell off his first year as well. Then is that what you're saying?
You can. You can still say, "Oh, Mike Norvell, he's an average coach. He can't coach."
Yeah, well, Mario's resume blows Mike Norvell out of the water. Mike Norvell's never made a New Year's Six game. He's never won the Rose Bowl.
Hey, like I said, we'll find out in a year or two. Like I said, Mario, if he gonna come catch Mike, come catch him.
Hey, Slim and Marcus, hold on. To McTavius Richardson, I'm not comparing Oregon to Miami. I'm just saying he did something at Oregon as a coach. So why would you think that he would do something different? He would do less here at Miami. He has to get them players in and get that development in and get that and get them things right. That's what I was saying. I'm not saying that Oregon is Miami is Oregon. I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying.
Argument, but here's what you said though, and I don't think you realize you did.
Really good players.
The argument you made that we should judge Nick Saban off his first year at Alabama. Well, he went 7-5. Nick Saban shit.
Yeah, I know Nick Saban went here. He lost to us his first year.
So why is anybody trying to pass judgment year one?
Yeah,
because y'all put that hype on him. Well, not you and Kane specifically, but y'all put that hype on Mario.
Once again, you're talking to us, not them. You didn't want to hear about you said stupid fans said that. So you didn't want to hear that argument because you didn't say it. So we didn't bring it back up.
So you want me to say, okay, just so you wrong with being a fan of your team.
I ran routes with the quarterback after practice. I love the process. And then when the game came, it was really, really easy. So, that's kind of interesting because some of our best players, some of our really good players that we've had here traditionally in the past, that's exactly how they work. And that's exactly how a lot of the guys on our team right now that are really good said, I love the process.
Championship program with a championship culture. And to get there, it's all about the process and the process on and off.
So what they talking about?
And so your elite habits are tied into elite practices, right? Pushing to the point where come game time, you've seen it before and you might have seen it even harder in a more difficult fashion in practice because of the effort level or the caliber of talent that's in the program, mimicking the opponent and what they're trying to do. So all those things go hand in hand. Championship program with the championship culture.
The thing you were taught, you need to define your goals. You need to be goal oriented. And if you listen to folks like Nick Saban talk, it's the antithesis of what they preach. They do preach goal setting. They do preach that. But then their entire process consists of taking the goal, putting it to the side, and instead of focusing on the goal, instead of focusing on the mountaintop, you focus on the process. You focus on the climb. You focus on putting one foot in front of the next foot, in front of the next foot, because that's the only way a mountain actually gets climbed. That's the only way that the goal actually ever gets accomplished. You can stare at the mountaintop all day. You can really want to get to that mountaintop, but at the end of the day, you've gotten no closer to the mountaintop. Because why? Well, you're focused on the goal instead.
You gotta focus on the process, people.
What's up, fellas? What's going on?
Basically, it's saying that Mario and Nick got the same philosophy. Got to focus on the process. See, everybody want this microwave shit where your first season you come out and you win, and then the next couple seasons you look like ass. Ask Mel Tucker.
True.
Hey, they definitely overpaid for Mel Tucker.
Facts. Right. Can we all agree on that?
I don't know why Michigan State gave that man $100 million off of one year.
They were afraid somebody was going to snatch him.
Because of you know why they did it? Because they pulled the trigger too soon. They seen him do that in that 1 year and have that great season, and they're like, oh, we need to keep him because they thought that somebody was going to get him.
And watch.
And granted, it ain't no hate on. It's not no hate on Mel Tucker. It's not to say he won't, but at best he's going to have Michigan State an 8-win team.
And see the thing. My words, Tennessee will be the next one to do it.
If not them, Auburn.
Yeah,
Because
hey,
Auburn's got to get
a
a
5-star quarterback.
Auburn's got to get a new coach anyway. But
they're going to get one.
Tennessee's been in basically the same boat as us. They haven't had a 10-win regular season since 2003.
Yeah,
Been
I heard they locker room ain't no good.
Yeah.
You read the report that they was fighting in the locker room?
Oh yeah.
Who's this?
Well, here's the problem that they're going to have too. Here's the problem Tennessee's going to have there too. What are they going to do next year when they ain't got a 30-year-old quarterback?
Right.
I guess they're gonna play that 5-star kid that look like well,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say he look like Nick, but he kind of look like Nick Hustle.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, he kind of like that. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, but I was just saying that they bringing in that 5-star quarterback, so they might got some hope.
Yeah,
but he gonna be 18.
Who starts a true freshman? Who starts a true freshman unless they just have to?
There's some 18-year-olds that came straight out there and started balling, man. You got to think about it, man. We just had some past quarterbacks when I just start at 18 and they end up taking their team all the way to the championship. We just had some.
But the exception proves the rule. Those are few and far in between.
Like the Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, his true freshman year, but Trevor Lawrence had first rounders all throughout that Clemson team.
Well, wait a minute now. Look at him too. They almost lost a couple of games. So Trevor Lawrence, it wasn't all roses and sunshine all season long with Trevor Lawrence.
It sure
it's not
was.
His second year. It wasn't his second. It's not to his second year.
Yeah.
His second year, Trevor Lawrence came out there with 5.
Yeah, he did.
No.
He did.
No. They won the title. They won the title his freshman year. They won that title.
But his freshman year is when he spent the first 4 games swapping time with Kelly Bryant.
Yeah, that was the transition year.
Yeah,
that was the transition year. And then what's the name get hurt?
And then Trevor Lawrence got a concussion in the Syracuse game, knocked out of that one.
Yeah.
And had to get pulled in the Texas A&M game within those first 4 because he was playing like ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, but then the last 5, 6, 7 games, he was balling. He was on fire. So
he picked it up as the season went on. But like I said, that the freshman coming in and balling out is the exception, not the rule. That's why I've never understood why Miami fans specifically are so focused on playing every freshman on the team. Your freshmen get in the second half of a 40-point blowout.
Because I guess they ready for that quick. They want that rebuild.
Well, guess what? We saw against Clemson what happens when you put in a true freshman against. I'm not even gonna call them an elite team, but Clemson's a great team.
Oh, Slim, I know, but trust me, when we had Mike first year, that's not everything I heard. Oh, play true freshman. All right. Then what?
I've heard it out of this fan base during Mark Richt, during Manny Diaz, and now we're hearing it this year in Mario's first year.
Hey, I got a question. Hey, so y'all think TVD stay or he leave?
I don't know. That's a question mark.
The only place he would leave to is the NFL, and if he's smart, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Nah, I believe he got to come back.
Slim, I was thinking the other way around. I might sound stupid, but hey, I was thinking the other way around. Hey, because thinking about your career, I'm thinking about career terms. If I got an injury and I know I could take my chance and come back to college, or I could take my chance and go to the NFL. Because if I come to college, and what if that injury get worse and he can't ever go to the NFL? You get what I'm saying? So it's like
I wouldn't call it stupid. It's just your opinion. That's all.
Yeah. So I feel like he would choose the NFL if he does not come back, because he would want to make sure that if he does, he have an injury, he can have it in the NFL. He'll get paid.
Who are we talking about? We talking about Van Dyke?
We're talking about Van Dyke.
Oh, okay.
He's getting paid now.
Yeah, but he ain't getting paid money. I know you're getting paid in college, but you're not gonna get that money that you're getting in the NFL. You get what I'm saying? So he'll probably want that money. You get what I'm saying? Get his life straight, get his family straight, get himself straight, get his family straight.
And the way I look at it, okay, if you're looking in those terms, then you definitely want to come back. because you're not a first or second round pick right now.
Yeah, Van Dyke. He don't got enough tape.
I mean, he was expected to be because the season he was expected to have. But it's like I tried telling people, you bring in a new coordinator, you bring in a new head coach, you're hitting the reset button. He looked good because he had been in Lashley's system for 2 seasons, so he knew it. Now he's in a whole new system and didn't look as good because he didn't know it as well.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I feel like that's why I feel like it's an iffy, you know, because, you know, it could be different ways that man could be thinking in his mind right now on on how his career wants to go, you know, what chance he needs to take.
You know, I'm 34 years old. I'm definitely going to look at it differently than somebody that's 20, 21 years old.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Because in your eyes, that way you got more days behind you than you do ahead, as far as a career is concerned. Yeah, because you look at it, sports career.
But if I'm Van Dyke, I'll stay at Miami.
Well, and I'd be lying too if I said I wasn't. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking at it from a fan perspective either, because I don't think anybody would argue that's the best quarterback on our roster right now.
Who?
I mean,
Van Dyke.
Yeah, he's more well polished. He is more well polished, and he does know the system. It's just like it's like when you got that motor running, and you just going full speed. That's what he was in last season. Then all of a sudden, you got to slam on brakes, and then you got to reset and try to get back up to that speed again.
Yeah.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? It don't, and then it's not the same.
Gattis should have pulled him in. But Gattis should have pulled him in and asked him, "Hey man, what all you want to do? Because I'm kind of new. Well, I'm new, and I need to find out what all you do well instead of trying to force that pro style offense down his throat."
Well, I guarantee you that he did. They've tried to run 3 different systems this year.
Yeah. But which one worked?
Well, here's the thing, and you hear this out of fans all the time. Well, he needs to come in and adapt his system to the talent that's there. No, he doesn't. I don't know why people think like that. Because guess what? You're going to recruit guys to the system that you want to run.
Right.
That's why most first seasons don't work out very well.
Right.
I brought this up on Coach Hayes' show. Nope, and he killed me. Comment section killed me. I said, look around college football, not just Miami. And I used Georgia as an example. And Alabama's another example. And Clemson's another example.
They are.
When you bring in a new head coaching staff, you have a worse record than you did the year before. It's almost universal.
Yeah, that's a true statement right there.
It is a true statement. It's a very true statement. I mean, not to be funny enough, but look what happened with Florida State. Florida State went through the same thing with Mike Norvell. Same thing with Willie Taggart. Same thing with Jimbo Fisher. Same thing with the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? With Bobby Bowden.
You know what? You bring up Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher was on staff. Well, he was Bobby Bowden's offensive coordinator. There was still a drop off when he took over and Bobby Bowden left.
That's what I'm saying. Even when he left, it was a drop off, and he was on staff. Same thing happened with us.
Well, he had kind of a head start. Jimbo kind of had a head start.
Yeah, but it didn't look like he did. You see what I'm saying?
Jimbo first year, we won 9 games. We won more games the previous year. Because I think Bobby last year we was 7-6. And I think the next year when Jimbo took over, we was 9-4.
When did Jimbo take over?
He took over 2010.
10, right? It had to be 10 or 11. It was one of them.
We was 9-4.
Yeah.
Man, these Florida State fans be hitting below the belt. They bringing up all the old shit. They brought up all the
Hey,
murder
that-
charges from the Florida players. Yeah, man. This is 2015. Florida Gators has most athletes as criminal suspects from 2009 to 14.
but they call Miami convicts.
Hey, who is
Yeah,
that? Who is
Second
that
member of
corner?
2007 Florida Gator team arrested for murder.
Wonder who that was.
Former Florida Gator football captain charged with murder.
Wonder who that was.
Man, there was I can't remember if it was a linebacker or a corner from that 2013 team. Had 7 felonies, all dropped down to misdemeanors by the Tallahassee PD.
Of course. And what year was this?
2013 year, they won the national title.
Exactly, Slim. I rest my case. No pun intended.
See what you did there.
Hey man, we all know all 3 programs got criminals and crooks, man. We ain't why we sitting here playing this game.
Like my boy Turntati used to say, tomorrow Terry.
No, he beat them charges.
Yeah, he
Terry
did.
got off.
He did too.
Now Rudolph.
How many people did he snitch on?
That ain't got nothing to do with me. I just know he got off.
Man, no, tell me he ain't go Tekashi on us.
He might have did.
With that mask on too, T2I.
He gonna come out with the script with the Skittles Grill next.
That boy told the detective, "Listen, man, you messed up the first time you came in here and offered me no cigarette and food."
Mm-hmm. I
would have been told you everything you had you done that.
He went from Scary Terry to Tattletale Terry. Sorry. It was right there. I'm sorry.
Damn it, man.
But nah,
I
but for
would
real.
be sorry. That was pretty damn good.
Hey, and Slim for you tell me no pun intended with what I did here, man. I just had a little wordplay with that one, man. It just came out.
It just happens.
Yeah, it happens. It does.
I mean, but here's the thing though. It all used to be on Miami, but now it's out front for everybody. And it's not just the state of Florida. I mean, look how much trouble Georgia players have gotten into since Morford left there.
Here's another Florida State fan making himself look stupid. Florida State ain't playing tomorrow, buddy.
Oh my God. Who's the brother that's in here? That's the Florida State fan. What's your name, man?
That's Marcus.
You talking about me?
Yeah. You're a Florida State fan, correct, Mr. Marcus? This fool that's in here, please revoke his call.
Hold on, Chris. You can't be saying Mr. Marcus in here. That's a porn star name.
God, it is. My bad.
Yeah, you can just call me Marcus, bro.
What you say that YouTube algorithm pick it up.
Yeah, I forgot, man, bro. But go ahead with your question. Yeah, thank you, T2I, for the interruption on that, because God knows it went right over, and I didn't even think about it. Yeah, that fool that think y'all play tomorrow, please remind him of when y'all play.
Hey, that man might be drinking right now. We play Friday.
I don't care. Ain't that much liquor in the world.
Look at Harry Lee. Look at Harry Lee talk about so you can't beat no murder charge by snitching, dummy jet.
Why you can't?
What?
Harry Lee, how many people you done told on? Stop the cap, boy. Stop the cap.
Moving on.
Have you noticed somebody who conspicuously ain't here to defend his team?
Who?
Where BB at?
Oh yeah, you ain't gonna find BB.
Man,
you ain't gonna find BB.
The only way you find BB this weekend is if they beat Florida State.
You say? Oh, so what you're saying is he'll be on the Sunday show.
He'll be on the Sunday show.
Well, what happened with BB? What happened with Florida?
They lost to Vanderbilt.
They got beat by Vanderbilt.
They got beat by Vanderbilt.
Van D.
No, I didn't even know that, bro. Listen. I've been at work. I ain't been looking at nothing. I didn't even know that happened.
Man, they
I'm
said
surrounded by all
They were
Florida State.
losing by, dude. The final score, it don't do it justice. They were losing by 17 at one point.
Man,
Are
they
you
say
serious?
after the clock went to 0, Vanderbilt was playing throat baby.
Oh
And the thing about it is, Florida had a chance to tie the game, even though they shouldn't have got a chance to throw their Hail Mary. The game was over.
Jeez, bro.
You do got a Florida. You do got a.
I'm surrounded by Georgia, Florida State. I'm like one of the only few Miami fans there. I'm surrounded by LSU. Ain't nobody tell me this. Wow, that's
we do
crazy.
got a Florida fan in here though, Matthew Walker.
Wait, so you didn't know that Florida lost to Vanderbilt?
No.
Yeah, he been hiding up under a rock. Yeah, he been hiding up under a rock.
I was at the Clemson game talking shit in Uncle Lou's chat about Florida.
Wow. I don't think I knew about that one, T2. I don't think so, because I had so much stuff. I don't know. Somebody probably would have told me, but I forgot. It just wasn't on my mind at that time. But Jesus, I don't think I knew about that.
It shouldn't have been on your mind. It shouldn't have been.
Because I don't really follow Florida like that, to be honest.
Oh shit, that's my favorite punching bag.
Man, I got a lot of Florida fans that watch the channel. I got to drop a Florida video once in a blue moon.
Jeez. And you said that if they lost, that you drop a video. And to be honest, I ain't even
drop
see
a
it.
video of every loss they got.
Man,
Yeah, you did.
how the hell? I mean, that's legit on an MTSU level loss. That's how bad Vanderbilt is.
Yeah.
Hey, Florida been having a bad month. You don't get Carmani, you lose to Vanderbilt, and then you got to kick a quarterback out because he used the N-word. So you've been having a bad month.
Man, you know what? And this is just my opinion on it. And if you don't agree with me, I don't care because it's my opinion. That's dumb as fuck. That is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in the world. Do you know really why they revoked that man's scholarship? He was singing along with a fucking song on the radio.
That's what I heard that was.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I heard that on Twitter. That he was singing along with a song and everything, and it said in the song, and he said it, and then that's.
Yeah, that's all it was.
I mean, I understand, but yeah, they shouldn't have took that man's scholarship.
Yeah, they had to do all that.
This week, I see Florida State flip the quarterback from Ohio State. And that night when I saw he committed, I was like, oh, snap, look at Florida State. They doing it big.
Oh, God, I seen this video.
Man, I'm looking at, I'm like, oh, snap. They don't flip them from Ohio State. That's crazy.
Hey, don't forget, Tate Martell comes from Ohio State, too.
And then I saw this.
Oh, my God.
Like I said, don't forget, Tate Martell come out of Ohio State, too. We saw how that turned out.
I mean, but let's just be honest. Was it really a flip? Or was it a
wow, so he can't throw him behind receivers. Now look at this one. Look at this one. He led. Oh,
Ohio State ain't never hurt the quarterback, so they probably got a better one.
Yeah, it's probably because of playing time. I mean, who's going to back up Jordan Travis? And remember, I don't know. Think about that.
Hit him in the foot. Now he about the AR-15 this bit. Watch it. AR-15.
Nothing but blanks.
I was like, damn, why did I see that video before I made that video giving them props for this garbage ass quarterback?
And people wonder why I don't want dual threat quarterbacks. Anthony Richardson is the prime example. Because most of them can only run the ball. They're not that good at passing.
It's always like a 60-40 or a 65-35 on it. It's never a 50-50.
Never.
No.
I mean, Lamar Jackson's had one really good passing year in the league, and he still wasn't near the top. That year he won the MVP, he passed for like 3,000 yards. But I mean, hell, there were 3 or 4 quarterbacks with more yards than him.
Right. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shoot. Hey, I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna get this.
Hey, who are the last four that get in the playoff?
And, that depends on Michigan versus Ohio State, to be honest with you. And TCU, if they could stay undefeated.
If TCU wins out, they're in.
Georgia will be in regardless.
Georgia's in.
Once Georgia beat Georgia Tech this week, they could lose the SEC championship and they'll still be in.
Which is crazy to me, but whatever.
The part that I was telling Bergie about earlier on is LSU actually has a chance.
Yeah, they do.
They need a lot of shit to happen.
If they could beat Georgia, they're getting in.
No, they're not.
They're getting in.
Yeah, they will have to beat Georgia, and TCU will have to lose the last two games.
No, TCU can win it and get in.
It'll be on Michigan and Ohio State.
Georgia will probably drop from 1 to 4.
They will not put in. They will not put in a 3-loss LSU over an undefeated Michigan.
LSU ain't got no 3 losses.
They got 2 losses.
Excuse me. Well, hell, they might have one this week. LSU got to win this week now.
Who they play? Ole Miss
this week. I'm saying this right now. If LSU win this week and beat Georgia, they getting in the playoffs.
I don't think so.
They getting in.
They would need a lot of help.
Ohio State and Michigan, whoever win that, they gonna be in. Georgia gonna be in. LSU gonna be in. And then they'll probably put TCU in there and keep out USC.
I think they play Mississippi. Don't they play Mississippi State?
No, Ole Miss plays Mississippi State. LSU's playing A&M.
Oh,
yeah, they play Texas
A&M.
A&M. They'll win that game.
They're gonna win that game.
So if they
at least they're not hiding their bias anymore. How the hell is a 2-loss Alabama over a 1-loss Clemson? Somebody explain to me how that works.
Because they're looking at Bama losses.
And when Clemson did lose, they lost by a blowout to Notre Dame.
I don't give a shit.
They looking at Bama losses. They saying Bama they 5 plays away from being undefeated. A field goal and what?
Yeah, well, guess what?
Bama lost is only by 4 points this year.
Okay, Bama 5 losses away from being undefeated, and my aunt's about 6 inches from being my uncle.
All I'm saying is Clemson got blown out.
Trust me.
Notre Dame felt so sorry for Clemson that they actually let them score 14 points.
Yeah, see, Clemson, they messed up when they lost to Notre Dame.
See, they're all, in my opinion, they're already fucking up, because what that does at that point is say now college football is no different than the NFL. Wins and losses don't matter.
I know Alabama shouldn't get in.
It's always been like that. Wins and losses matter to who you win and who you lost to. It's always been like that.
I understand that.
Because, I mean, go back to 2000. We beat Florida State. We had the same record they did, and they put them in over us. It's all about who you play.
Well, yeah. Well, they also changed the BCS system that year because of that.
And we still have the same issues. Alabama getting into playoffs without even winning, SEC championship.
Or even
Georgia did it last year.
State. Well, you talking about not even playing in the title game, and they did the same thing with Ohio State in 2014, as if that somehow justifies it. That, well, they should have been in there because they won it. Well, no, you get in a fucking playoff system, and anybody's got a shot at winning it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I already see it. If LSU wins, they will be in.
Yeah. I mean, they could. They do
that, and the playoff committees, the playoff committees' houses will get burned down if that happens.
No, actually, no. USC, they'll get in. If USC, if they went out, they'll get in.
He's saying they'll jump USC too.
They will put LSU in over them.
Because USC's in that 5, ain't it?
USC has a legit argument because to end the season, nobody's got a tougher schedule. They had UCLA, Notre Dame, and then probably Oregon.
Yeah, if USC win those 3 games, they're going to put them in.
I'm telling you, if LSU beats Georgia in the SEC championship, both of them going to be in.
But then,
you're wrong, but
then it depends on TCU. If they definitely lose, yeah, LSU gonna get in. But if TCU went out, yeah, TCU have to lose because TCU sitting there at 4. If they lose one, then they'll drop back. Then
say TCU's in if they're undefeated, regardless.
Yeah, they in regardless.
Not getting left out if they're undefeated. The winner of Ohio State and Michigan is in. Now, Michigan's going to have an argument to get in, or not Michigan, but Ohio State's going to have an argument to get in if they're only at 1 loss. But Michigan won't because Michigan's out of conference schedule and shit.
I mean, Ohio State's schedule shit too.
Yeah, but at least they scheduled a Power 5 team out of conference.
Yeah, their only win is Notre Dame and
Michigan
Penn.
Michigan had 2 Group of 5 teams and a FCS team. Michigan kind of theirs is the same next year. Michigan's kind of screwing themselves.
The only thing they did was beat Penn. And then either one of them beat each other, they done.
Well, they're not looking at.
If Ohio State loses to Michigan, they're done. The strength of schedule won't even bring them back in.
They got an argument over Clemson because Clemson lost to Notre Dame.
Clemson's not getting in.
They got a better shot than what you think. I think you're completely wrong that LSU is going to get in.
But then a whole lot has to happen for Clemson. They have to have TCU, LSU, and USC to lose.
No, they wouldn't.
Clemson play.
Well, LSU is going to lose. We can go ahead and throw that out the window.
I don't know that. I don't know that. We don't know that.
I got Clemson on upset alert this week too.
LSU is not a good team.
I got Clemson on upset alert this week.
So if LSU beat Georgia, then you still going to say they're not a good team if they beat Georgia?
If LSU beat
no
Georgia,
team has looked elite this year. Not one. All the top teams have had games where they look bad.
But that's every year. You're not going to bring your A game every week as long as you do what you got to do at the end.
No,
you look at it. They beat the number 7, number 6, and then beat the number 1 team in the country. They getting in. They getting in.
No, they're not, T2I.
I promise you, they getting in. I've already been listening. Listening to half of these guys that's Feinbaum and all of them. They're all saying they're getting in because most of them know people that be doing the voting.
See, T2I, that's your problem. Paul Feinbaum don't know his ass from a hole in the ground.
All of these guys, when they get in those rooms, when they get in those rooms, they're gonna say, "Well, if I gave Michigan this same schedule that I gave Georgia, or I gave it to LSU, what would the outcome be?" Most of them will take LSU over Michigan or Ohio State right now. Their schedule is ass.
T2I, they don't have a vote, so what TCU, they think don't matter.
TCU right now, the only reason they in the mix is because they undefeated.
And the SEC somehow has a hard schedule. Hendon Hooker was. Hang on. They got a better resume than Ohio State and Michigan. No, they don't.
They got Texas, number 18. They got number 17, Kansas. Number 8, Oklahoma.
Oh, you're talking about. Okay, I thought you were talking about.
They got Oklahoma. They got Kansas. All these teams was ranked when they beat them. They got a way better resume than Ohio State and Michigan.
I didn't know you were talking about TCU. I thought you were still talking about LSU. That's my fault.
Yeah,
but LSU they got good losses.
If TCU hadn't win all these games, they wouldn't even be in the conversation.
Well, the problem with TCU, it doesn't matter what the team was ranked when you beat them. What matters is where they're ranked at the end of the year.
Yeah.
That even makes
But me, I got a feeling. I got a feeling.
That even makes
I got a
it,
feeling
that makes
TCU
it
they
better
gonna
for
lose the game.
LSU now. Because
Well, not-
look at Florida
not-
State. Florida State's gonna be if Florida State beat Florida this week, they'll probably move up a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 spots, depending on how many of these teams lose. So now LSU schedule, they shit gonna even look stronger.
Well, I get what you're saying, but this is what
beat
I'm saying.
Georgia,
They
and
made
beat
a
the
big
number 1
they
team in
made
the
a
country, Georgia.
they made a big deal about Georgia beating Arkansas last year because it was a top 10 matchup. Arkansas finished 7-5 and unranked. So at the end of the year, no, that wasn't a good win.
Now, if you look at USC, because they're the dark horse. Them and Clemson are the ones that's sitting on the edge. Look at this. Who is this? Who is this? They got nobody. They lost to Utah when Utah was ranked. That was their only ranked opponent. They just beat UCLA. That's it. And Notre Dame now.
They next 3 games. They next 3 games. They got They gonna have Notre Dame, and then they gonna have Oregon in the championship game.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
they're gonna end the season with the hardest schedule.
So I would take LSU over USC.
They gonna put USC in. They want USC in. They want USC back relevant.
T2I.
I don't care what they want.
T2I.
It's based on the strength of schedule, man. I don't give a damn what this brand name is, what they want college football, this parody shit. I don't care.
T2I. There's a fundamental problem with your argument.
Put the strongest teams in the playoff.
LSU has no business in the top 10. Alabama has no business in the top 10. Ole Miss is a mid-ass team at best, and they still got them ranked. So yes, you have wins over a bunch of teams that have no business being ranked where they're ranked.
Who are the teams you're gonna put ahead of them?
You can't find too many teams better than Bama.
Exactly. Who are you gonna put ahead of them?
The teams that's ranked ahead of Bama, them the correct team.
Wait a minute. You mean the same exact Bama that lost to Tennessee, who just got blown off the fucking field by South Carolina?
They lost by 3 points.
And Tennessee just lost by 25 to South Carolina.
It's college football. Shit happens. Every week is different.
Both of y'all got valid points, but like I said, if USC gonna sneak in.
If you put Alabama up against any of these teams and that's ahead of them, they'll beat 9 out of 10 of them.
Yeah.
No.
If Alabama Clemson play right now, Alabama will whoop Clemson.
No, they wouldn't.
They will whoop
Alabama's not that good. Have you watched an Alabama game this year? They're not that good.
They will whoop USC. They will whoop Oregon.
Stop it.
They will whoop
their best offensive player, their best defensive player is on a milk carton. Ain't nobody seen Will Anderson all year.
They will whoop them. I don't care how much you hate Alabama. They will whoop them.
It's not an Alabama hate. I've actually watched the game and watched Alabama play.
Alabama will whoop them.
No, you're going off name. Alabama's not good this year.
I'm going off of the talent. Come on, man.
Okay. I'm looking at perfect example. Miami's more talented than the record. Alabama is a worse team on the field than their talent level.
You're talking about a team that lost by 4 freaking points this year. We're talking about Alabama as if Alabama is ass.
I'm not saying they're ass.
Alabama got blown out in the both games that they lost.
And the record should be 7-5, but to say that they would blow out a team around them is false.
I ain't saying that if Alabama line up with Clemson right now, they will whoop them. If they line up with USC, they will whoop them. If they line up with TCU, they will whoop them.
I don't know. It depends. If they playing on a neutral field,
I don't agree with
I don't
all
know.
that. I don't agree with all that.
If they line up with freaking Ohio
you're talking about
Michigan, it's a possibility that they will whoop them.
Mic check. What's up, fellas?
Talking point.
Hold on, I'm echoing.
What's up, fellas?
Hold on, let me see what it is.
That's probably me.
Mic check.
What's up, Sarge?
Yeah, I think that's.
That's Sarge?
Yeah, what's up? Hey, listen up, fellas.
Yeah, that's Marcus.
Hang on,
Marcus,
Sarge,
you might
mute
want to
yourself.
go
You're
out and
echoing
come
like
back
him.
in.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, that's Marcus. That's Marcus. Marcus, you got to go out and come back in.
Hey, listen, man. Once we beat,
hang on. You're walking in the middle of a conversation. T2I, give me point. You say they would whoop Clemson because I'd take Clemson in 14 points against Alabama.
Let me ask you this, Sarge. If Alabama lined up to play Clemson right now, win or lose?
Alabama's going to beat Clemson.
Thank you. If Alabama lined up against USC right now, win or lose?
Alabama's going to beat USC. But what I'm telling y'all, my point is, I'm going to keep it short. What I'm telling y'all is not about the strongest team. It's about money. USC is going to be in the playoffs because of money. It comes down to money, fellas. They don't care about the strongest team. They care about making the most money, the biggest brand in the playoffs. People are tired. People are tired of seeing SEC teams in the playoffs. So listen up. When we beat LSU in 2 weeks, Georgia's going to be the only SEC team in the playoffs.
I agree with you.
People are tired of
seeing.
I'll agree with you on that. As long as Georgia beats LSU, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Yeah, they're tired of seeing SEC teams in the playoffs. We're going. Listen to me now, everybody in the chat. Listen. I'm telling you right now, Georgia is going to play USC in California for the national championship. The national championship is in the Rams Stadium. We're going to play USC. They're going to sell out the stadium. Hey. Everything around there is going to be sold out because all these USC fans are where? In LA. Georgia's going to play USC in the national championship in LA. That's what's going to happen.
I don't see that.
I agree with you 100%.
I think it's going to be Georgia versus probably
LSU,
Michigan.
LSU will be eliminated from playoffs.
Yeah.
LSU's eliminated already.
Yeah.
All USC's got to do is just win, and they'll get in. TCU just win, and they'll get in. TCU is going to be somebody's punching bag in that first round.
Yeah, TCU's going to get blown out. TCU's going to get blown out in the first round.
And if USC
you have blowouts in the first round every year.
Michigan or Ohio State is going to get beat by USC.
Yeah. But that's what's going to be the national championship. It's going to be a big storyline.
Ain't no way in hell that USC could beat Michigan or Ohio
Let me ask you this, Slim. With all this revenue that's been lost in football, right? Perfect example. Where did Tampa play their Super Bowl?
In Tampa.
Where did the Rams play their Super Bowl?
In LA.
In LA.
You know why? Because they knew people were going to show up to them games and they were going to be sold out and the revenue was going to be there.
Well, that Tampa one wasn't sold out.
It's just like when that one remember the Super Bowl when the Atlanta Falcons went to the Super Bowl. Where was it played at?
And a lot of people don't believe me. But that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a huge storyline with the dogs repeating. It's going to be a huge storyline with Stetson Bennett. It's going to be a huge storyline with USC.
Time out. Back up a little bit. Did you say the dogs repeated? No, I didn't hear that part.
I mean, I think you're half right. I think Georgia will make it there.
If it goes down
there ain't no way in hell USC.
If it goes down to USC versus Georgia and it's in California and they selling that narrative, I'm taking USC.
You can take USC all you want, but they don't have no defense.
Sergeant, have you watched USC play this year?
Yeah. They're explosive.
Okay. USC's gonna get blown the fuck out in the first round.
No, they won't. No, they won't. They can score.
It don't matter what they can do. A halfway decent defense can shut down that offense. Oregon State did it.
They will beat TCU in that first round.
They won't be playing TCU.
I know. All it is basically Georgia gonna be waiting for
because here's what's gonna happen. Here's the problem with Sergeant's theory. USC is gonna get in at number 4. They're playing Georgia first round.
Yep. That's a slaughter.
Yeah.
But you gotta think about it though.
Hang on, unless you think that USC is going to jump either an undefeated TCU or an undefeated Michigan or Ohio State.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say.
It ain't happening.
I can see
They
it.
could jump. They could jump an undefeated TCU.
It ain't happening.
College football is going to make sure
it ain't happening.
in the first week of January, when it's the national championship,
blown out by Georgia in the first round.
they're going to make sure USC plays Georgia for the national. I'm telling y'all, listen up.
No,
I'm telling y'all, they're going to make
Stop
sure.
it. Oh, here we go with the rigged game shit again. Stop it.
No,
So
I'm just.
if that's
I didn't
okay,
say
hang
that.
on.
You putting
Hang
words
on.
in
If
my
that's
mouth,
the case-
Slim.
If that's the
You
case,
putting
they're
words.
gonna rig
Did I
it-
say that,
they're gonna
Slim?
rig it and keep Georgia out of it.
Did I say that, Slim?
TCU's USC's
Did I say that? Did I say that though?
USC
All right, let me-
gets
all
blown
right,
out
all
by
right, let
whoever
me
they
ask-
play in the first round.
Let me ask you.
It don't
Okay,
matter who they play.
nobody believes TCU is going to the championship. Plain and simple.
Well, no.
No, I don't believe.
If they
I
were
don't
to
believe.
Nah, I don't
There's
believe it.
there's too
If they
much
go
of a
to the
talent
playoffs
gap
right
there.
now, TCU is going to be the weakest link.
Well,
Of
yeah,
course.
well, look at them. They're the least talented team.
They'll be the weakest link there, but they will still deserve to be there.
If they be there, they'll be the placeholder. That's what they'll be.
Pretty
They'll
much.
just be there for someone to play.
Back to what I
Look at
was saying, though.
Cincinnati and look at what's the
They
name.
get beat on. Like he said,
Alabama
TCU is the
lined
punching
up
bag.
right now against USC, they would whoop.
Well,
if Alabama lined up against Clemson, they would whoop. So it ain't even
LSU.
no conversation.
No, they wouldn't. T2Y. This is
They
a
would
bad
beat the brakes
Alabama
off
team.
Clemson, man. Stop
Stop it. You crazy
Hey,
as hell.
T2Y. Hey,
Give Gump some
T2Y.
credit.
You
Hey,
crazy as
T2Y.
hell.
LSU is losing on Saturday, guaranteed.
Who they playing?
Texas A&M.
No, they're not losing that game, bro.
That'll be interesting.
Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. LSU
That'll-
is losing on Saturday. I'm telling you.
I don't believe LSU losing that game, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's throw out a crazy scenario.
Now that's
Okay.
even crazier than
This
anything
Saturday,
T2Y.
this Saturday, TCU lose, LSU lose, USC lose. What's up?
Then you got the Gumps and Tennessee.
What about
Yeah,
Clemson?
they'll make Tennessee jump back.
No,
They'll
no,
jump Tennessee back.
Tennessee
If
wouldn't
those
get
three,
jumped back
if
in
these
there.
three teams lose just the way I said it, Clemson has a chance now.
Once
Tennessee will jump
LSU,
Oregon, y'all. I'm just letting you know
Once-
that. Tennessee will jump
But
Oregon.
all Clemson needs is either TCU or USC to lose. Either one of them lose any game, Clemson's in.
Yeah.
once LSU loses on Saturday, USC is going to have a clear path to the national championship. I'm telling you.
They're gonna win that bit too.
But here's the thing: that ain't gonna matter
Well-
because I've already got my bet in on DraftKings that Notre Dame's beating USC.
No, I don't
that's who
think
they
so.
play. 'Cause I was about to say who they play.
Yeah,
Who
Notre
USC
Dame might
play.
beat USC though. So that might not. That might,
LSU
LSU
is
get
going to
knocked
lose
out.
to A&M,
I
and then
don't
they're
believe
going
that,
to jump.
man.
They're going to
A&M
jump
got too much
USC up
problems
to
on
number
and off the
2.
field.
Once LSU loses to A&M, they're going to move USC to number 2.
So they're gonna move USC above 3
Where's
undefeated teams. You crazy as hell.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do
Okay.
this.
You crazy as hell.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
telling you.
And like
Y'all
I
said
it
I
ain't
was
gonna matter.
crazy as hell.
It
Y'all said
ain't
I
gonna
was crazy
matter
as hell
any-
when I said Stetson was going to be holding the trophy last year. Y'all said, y'all
well,
you
yes,
crazy as hell.
You throw
That
enough
Georgia.
shit against the wall, something's bound to stick. You say
Yeah,
1,000 crazy things.
y'all said I was
one of them's
crazy as
bound to be
hell when
right.
I said Georgia was going to win it all. Yeah, you
And I
crazy as
said
hell. They got blown
I
up.
said you were crazy about 1,000 different things. You throw
Yeah,
enough shit against
and
the
it
wall,
happened.
something's
And it
bound to
happened.
stick.
Let's
And
do
it
this.
happened.
Hey, hold on,
Yeah,
hold
but
on.
999 of them didn't.
Let's do this. Let's fill out a 10-team parlay. How about that? All right. So first matchup, you got Mississippi State versus Mississippi. Mississippi State versus Mississippi.
Who is he
Mississippi.
playing at
Ole
Notre Dame?
Miss.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is a 2.5 favorite.
Ole Miss is
I'll get Ole Miss
losing.
for that. Ole Miss for that.
Ole Miss is losing. Their head coach is gone, brother.
They're gonna
So
Did he leave? Wait, hold on. Did what's the name? Did Kiffin leave already?
No.
Man, a reporter, quote unquote, broke the story and Lane Kiffin went after him hard, you ain't gonna go after somebody like that unless they're breaking.
Unless there's some fact to it.
Yeah, unless you didn't want it going public, you ain't gonna go after somebody like that.
Kiffin's going to Auburn. Yeah, Kiffin's going to Auburn.
I mean, but even if he is, I don't blame him for going after the guy because, hey, you're not going to derail the rest of my season right now.
Yeah, he snitched on him.
Because basically what you're going to do, you're going to get my players to be like, man, coach gone, man. What are we playing for? What are we playing hard? We ain't going to play hard.
That's exactly what they did to Mario. The dudes at Oregon. That's what they did to Mario.
Yeah, so, all right, let's make this parlay.
That is true. That is true.
Mississippi versus Mississippi State. Who's winning that game?
Somebody from Mississippi.
Mississippi State.
I think I got
Ole Miss.
I think I got Ole Miss. Where they playing at? They playing at Ole Miss?
All right, so everybody in the chat, when it's UGA versus USC in the national championship, I want my props, okay?
Well, I want you to actually show up here when it don't happen.
You're going to have to hunt Slim down because I agree with you.
It's going to happen.
Man, this playoff thing getting crazy.
Yeah, boy.
It's gonna be the monkey wrench when LSU lose on Saturday. Then they ain't even gonna care about the SEC championship. They're gonna have 3 losses.
Who you talking about, Sarge?
So Ole Miss at home.
Oh, LSU.
Yeah, I'm talking about LSU against Texas A&M.
Oh, that would be crazy if they lose.
They're about to. Jimbo gonna get the last laugh. Watch.
Well, for Sarge's theory to work too, they've also got to jump on 1-loss USC over 3 undefeated teams, which ain't happening.
Well, TCU's not gonna be undefeated.
You said TCU's not gonna be. Who do TCU
play? Iowa State. Stop it.
Both of these teams.
They play fucking Iowa State this week. Iowa State's terrible.
Just like we said, Tennessee was gonna blow out South Carolina, right?
Lord Jesus.
We said the same thing. We said South Carolina ain't gonna beat Tennessee. They're gonna blow their ass out.
Let's just go ahead and take
I never said Tennessee was gonna blow out South Carolina. Anybody could score on Tennessee's defense.
It's very rare that they have any. They got an explosive offense though. But your defense is very. It's not even mid. It's like
Bahamas. I seen Uncle Lou's video. I agree with everything he said. So I ain't making no review video
about what
about the Miami Hurricanes. He said nothing that we don't know to be true.
Oh yeah, I mean that's when you find out who the real fans. When you at your lowest point.
Right. Yeah. And you see where we at, and you see who the real fans are.
I mean that video was about half BS, but yeah, he made a lot of good points.
I didn't see it. I took a look.
I ain't watch it either. I need to
watch I'm not subscribed to it.
Everything was true. He said everything that was true.
I stuck around when we lost the damn Vandy.
They get butt hurt, but it was.
I stuck around when we lost the Vandy. I stuck around for the last 6-7 years.
Well, like the shit he's talking about with people talking about the titles, fucking. When Georgia was in the dumpster, Georgia fans were doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So,
they wanted everybody fired. Yeah. They wanted Rick fired. They wanted Coach Donnie fired.
And that's what I mean by it's about half BS. Every fan.
A lot of people wanted Rick fired. A lot of people wanted Rick fired, and a lot of people wanted Coach Donnie before him. They wanted him fired too.
Yeah. I mean, it got to the point with Vince Dooley that they wanted him fired.
People get tired of losing.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, Kirby go 8-4 his first year. People talk all this shit. Well, he can recruit, but he can't coach. And the next year,
Kirby went.
And then the next year, win the national championship with fucking Jake Fromm at quarterback. Took that man 2 years to get to the national championship.
That man still wouldn't know a competent quarterback that kicked him in the ass.
Hey, he got the ring on his finger though.
Yeah, that man had Justin Fields sitting on the bench looking like a dummy.
Hey, he got the ring on his finger. I don't care what he did in the past. He got the ring on his finger.
Well, no, that just tells you what he's going to do in the future. Get ready for the Jackson Muschamp show.
I mean, we go back to back. I don't care what he does in the future. We go back to back national champions. Shit, we can go 0-50 for the next 50 years. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, until you're sitting at 0-50.
Back to back national champions from 14-1 to 15-0. Shit.
If they go 0-12 for the next 3 years, Kirby will be out of there by 2025.
No, he won't. No, he won't.
Shit.
No, he won't.
Okay. You'll be leading the charge. You and Uncle
Hey,
Lou be hand in hand.
that motherfucker shit gold nuggets. He shit gold nuggets. If he go 14-1 to 15-0, man, that dude walk on water, man.
Y'all would run him off just like LSU
that
run off
That dude walk on water, bro. He walk on water right now.
Stop capping.
Yeah, because he's winning right now.
He gonna be handstanding on water. If we go undefeated this year, 15-0, come on, man.
It don't matter. The argument you just made is if he doesn't win a game for 50 years, they wouldn't fire him. That's cap.
Right. No, I didn't say they wouldn't fire him. I said I don't give a fuck. See, you be twisting people's words up, Slim.
Yeah, bullshit.
I didn't say they wouldn't fire him. I said I don't give a fuck. We can go 0-50 for the next 50 years.
Yeah, that ain't.
Go back. Hey, everybody in the chat. Go back. Go back and listen to T2Y before the season started. Where everybody said Georgia was gonna do this and do that. We lost too many people. 9-3, 8-4, 10-2. Fuck no.
Peanut said y'all go 75 or 6.
Who the hell said 8-4?
Oh yeah, Peanut was going in.
Bro, it's a bunch of folks. We lost all these people to the NFL. You know, Georgia always lose a couple games. Y'all ain't gonna do what y'all did last year. Blah blah blah. No. 12-0 in 3 days. 12-0.
See, the narrative has changed from that because now you have a consistent base of where
I gotta admit,
you have a better recruit.
Right. I mean, Georgia plays freaking Georgia Tech this weekend.
12-0.
12-0.
Back-to-back 12-0 seasons.
Guess what? Unless you finish the job, that 12-0 don't matter.
We already finished the job, man. We partying for 5 more years.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. If they lose the SEC championship after that, they still get in the playoffs.
Yeah, it don't matter.
But that's not at all what I said. I said if you don't finish it, there's 3 games for them.
We've already finished it, man. We finished it 9 months ago, man.
Stop it.
We still got leftover champagne, Slim. We still got leftover champagne, Slim. We took a walk on to the top of the mountain, man.
Hey, Georgia walks out there and takes a runny shit down the back of their leg. You won't hear from this motherfucker for another 9 months.
Yeah, right, bro. Yeah, that's what y'all said last year. Y'all said that shit last year after the SEC championship.
And it rings true because before that, you disappeared before. So stop it. We've had to go looking for your ass before. Stop it.
Jacarius, I know you ain't here. Don't stalk me on Twitter, bro. Don't make me have to block you on Twitter.
What? What you talking about?
You can comment all you want on YouTube. You can spam everything, but leave me alone on Twitter, bro. I will block you on there. I don't want to see the same messages I see on YouTube. I don't want to see it on Twitter too. Defeats the purpose of seeing it twice.
Hey, like I said, man, we still smell like champagne, man.
I feel you. I feel you. But it's all about the consistency. That's all. If y'all been consistent or whatever the case is. How consistent
can you be? We don't won 26 out of 27 games.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting to. If you've done that.
Okay, well, guess what? You still haven't reached Miami's all-time win streak yet. So
we don't give a fuck about Miami. We the champs, man.
I don't want you to. I don't want you to.
What you bring? This is the worst time to bring up Miami right now.
It really ain't. Because you have to beat the record.
This is the worst time. Y'all are in the dumps, man. Don't even say nothing about Miami right now, bro.
Why? You I'm not worried about Miami going forward.
Damn, why they did Tennessee like that?
What? What they do?
You're about to find out.
Not your year against. Oh wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, that's funny.
Wow, that's foul.
Hey, Tennessee fans saying they threw the game on purpose, though. The defense threw the game on purpose.
Yeah, they said the same thing about the Georgia game.
Right.
Oh man.
They saying
South Carolina. They just scored again.
they saying the defense, since Henry Hooker and the other dude got in a fight, the defense just didn't give a damn.
Listen,
Oh wow.
listen. I know this gonna sound bad, but at least Tennessee ain't came back before we did.
Yeah.
No, they got their 1 year like we did in 2017.
October
Yeah, they got
champions, man. They was lit for about 3 weeks. They was lit for 3 weeks.
Now, if USC loses, I'm gonna say the same thing. At least they didn't come back before we did.
They was number one. They was number one for 3 days, man. 3 days, 72 hours.
Oh god. Well,
Number one playoff team for 3 days, man.
That puts
Yeah,
him
I
right
do.
there in the company with Dan Mullen.
It was all good a month ago, though. A month
The
ago,
first
they was
one-
averaging 50 points. They were gonna blow everybody out.
Dang, why they did Stetson Bennett like that?
It might have even been the first year of the playoffs. Mississippi State and Dan Mullen debuted at number 1 and then lost.
Why they did Stetson Bennett like that, Sarge?
wow.
Hey, bro, that dude got
I remember that movie.
got $1 million
I love that
NIL deal. If we go back to back, I mean,
Hey.
bro, come on, man.
And that
He gonna
picture,
own
That
Athens,
might get
Georgia.
bumped up. That might get.
He gonna
Y'all
own
know
Athens,
that
Georgia.
movie.
They gonna give him a key to the city. He gonna get a movie deal. It's gonna be over.
he ain't doing all that now. He ain't getting no damn movie deal. As far as
No,
killing
no,
now.
about that.
How bad is it going to look? How bad is it look when a back-to-back national championship winning quarterback goes undrafted?
That's happened before.
When?
That's happened plenty of times.
Hey, Sarge, you killed me with this movie
Name
deal
it.
thing.
Name all them Alabama quarterbacks that went undrafted.
Name them. Please do.
Alabama's
one.
got 19 titles. You think all their quarterbacks got drafted?
Yes.
No, they didn't.
Joe Namath being one of them.
Okay. 18 titles. You think every one of their quarterbacks got drafted?
This string of bad quarterbacks is a Nick Saban thing.
Hey, it happens, man.
And guess
It
what?
happens.
AJ McCarron and Greg McElroy still got drafted. Stetson Bennett's not going to get drafted.
Really? You think he's not gonna get drafted?
I'm going by what Georgia fans say.
Oh,
He ain't
okay.
getting drafted.
I don't care what happens to him. I'm telling you, if he wins it all, he's gonna get a movie, dog.
No, I don't know about that now. I don't know about no movie
A
now.
5'9" walk-on wins back-to-back national championships.
Hey, you
Man,
know what?
that's
He's
gonna
probably right. He's probably right. He'll get a straight to DVD movie.
Bro, he'll get a movie on Hulu. He'll get a Hulu movie.
He'll get a straight to DVD. It'll go straight to the $3 bin.
And
at
then
Walmart.
he wins the national championship in LA, in Tinseltown.
Got to win it first.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Like I said, your bravado's a little is not flying over here this year, bro.
Hey, my bravado been flying for 3 years straight, bro.
No, it has, because Georgia don't look like that dominant team that they were last year.
Yeah, we don't look like last year. You're right. We don't look like last year, but we still fucking undefeated.
Yeah, they look worse, and they're undefeated for now.
We look like 12-0. We look like 12-0, just like last year.
T2Y's channel.
Hey, Stars, I had looked it up. Alabama had 15 quarterbacks overall drafted through these years.
Okay. But
Like,
they
through all
got
the
18
years,
titles,
just
right?
15.
They got 18 titles, right?
That's
So
what they
that
claim.
means at least. So that means 3 quarterbacks probably didn't get drafted.
Right, exactly.
Well, they've
I
had
just
more
looked it up. They
quarterbacks than
said
that
15.
drafted.
Yeah,
Alabama has 15 quarterbacks
Because
drafted.
they've gotten guys drafted from years they didn't win titles, but
hey, it's gonna be the Temptations this year, man. The same old song: 12-0, 15-0, national champions. That's it.
it might be.
As a
Like
matter
We
of fact,
shall
said,
see, gentlemen.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This year, there's not a single team that separated themselves head and shoulders above everybody else like the whole year.
yeah. I mean, our defense, what we giving up 11 points a game last year was like 10.6. It's the same shit, man.
And nobody's doubting your defense. Your problem's your offense.
No, the offense definitely ain't the problem.
Really, Kentucky begs to differ. Missouri begs to differ.
We don't
Kent State
care
begs
about
to
that.
differ.
Numbers don't lie, Slim.
Yeah, okay.
He said LSU. He said LSU will beat Georgia.
But the odds don't lie either.
Numbers don't lie. What's that offense rank right now, Slim?
Odds don't lie neither.
Hey, that's the number 3. The number 3 offense in the nation.
And
what you think about that, Sarge? They say
LSU
LSU
3 times this year.
They say LSU gonna beat y'all in the SEC championship.
Hey, it don't matter. Let them beat us. They can beat us in the SEC championship. I don't care. We still gonna go to the playoff. It's gonna be the same shit as last year.
Somebody sounds like they're in a win column.
Go get in your tent.
Nah, that sound like you, Chris. Yeah, there. He said, "Don't underestimate Brian Kelly."
I'm telling you, he's been that dark horse this year. He's been the dark horse this year because I did not see it coming.
And a lot of people were making fun of it. And I said, Brian Kelly to LSU makes a lot of sense to me.
7:05.
What you say?
All I know is Miami better win this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they need them 15 extra practices.
Who do?
Yeah, we definitely do. Miami.
Oh, you talking about my? Oh, I missed that part. That's why I ain't here.
Yeah, they need them 15 extra practices.
Yeah.
Oh shit! 4-star California DB Daylon Austin committed to USC, but plans to take Miami Hurricane official visit. They're trying to get me out there. Transfer portal. It's about to get heavy.
Well, and if you look at the average ranking, Miami's going to end up finishing somewhere around 5 or 6.
Hey, TTY, you can pull it up. Who in the transfer portal right now? Can we see that real quick?
Shit, there's probably damn near 2,000 names in there right now.
No, you got more than that, Slim. You got about 3.
Damn.
Yeah, it's more than that, bro. It was like 2,000, like last year. In the beginning of last year, it was 2,000.
And this is me being totally serious. They need to talk to some of these young men about this because you have a whole lot of guys thinking that they're better. That I'm just going to go to the transfer portal and I'm going to transfer out and I'm going to go play somewhere, and they just end up getting left sitting there.
Yeah.
And now here they are with no college education, no football future. Somebody needs to start bringing this up to these players.
See, the problem is that these players are just too soft. They don't want nobody to tell them nothing. They think it's because they feel everything that happens to them, they want to go and run and tell this one and run and tell that one.
Well,
you're a 4 or 5 star in high school. When you get to college, there are other 4 or 5 stars that are there. You have to work.
They didn't update it with Elijah Roberts.
That's not a just an exclusively a high school football player thing. I mean, that's an overall society thing. People are too soft.
Yeah, that is not just us; it's everywhere.
Right now, they got Alan Hay, they got Gilbert Fryson, and Elijah Roberts in there too. They just haven't updated.
And that,
got 2 more
Yeah, I
years.
know it was like 4 people. I know 2
Thad
defensive
Franklin,
linemen.
Thad Franklin too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What year did
Alan
Gilbert
Hayes
Crosby
in there
come
too.
in?
Alan
Hey,
Hayes
what
in
year
there
did Gilbert
too.
Crosby come in?
yeah, he's
Hey,
right
T2.
there.
Hey,
Hey,
what year did
T2.
Gilbert
Yeah, I
Crosby
said.
come in?
Yo,
Hey, somebody in the chat said the UGA offense is average.
it is.
Okay,
Little
so
average.
would you take an average offense and be undefeated? Would you accept that?
I mean, right now we got an average offense. That'd be ass.
I know, but do you think an average offense will have you 11-0?
Oh no.
With an elite defense,
Yeah, with an elite defense.
Yeah, you got
yeah,
elite defense.
with an elite defense, absolutely.
Okay, so our offense is better than last year. Was our offense average last year?
Yeah, no, your offense was worse last year.
I'm surprised they haven't came out with these bold predictions.
But your defense was massive last year. It was way better than it was this year.
Hey, it was more star power, but we're almost numbers wise, we're almost averaging the same amount of points given up.
They're a little bit. The points average is a little bit more.
Yeah, it's not by much. It's not by much.
And you know what though? They still never hit the defensive numbers that 01 team put up. So they're still only second fiddle.
Yeah, 01. I mean 01. Yeah, you know.
You still second fiddle.
Back before the iPhone.
Georgia, Alabama. Oh, we're the greatest team ever. No, can't do it.
Hey, of course you're gonna say that if you win it all.
Well, your numbers just don't add up, bro.
Hey,
brother, we can win it all. We can win it all and not say
They've
that.
been talking about LSU in position to make history. See, they even believe what I believe. If LSU could beat Georgia, they'll definitely be in.
T2I, I think we need to inspect whatever you got in that hookah.
If they beat Georgia, they will be in. I'm not saying they gonna beat Georgia, but if they do, they will be in.
I'm doing that.
Put a 1 in the chat if you said Tennessee. If you thought Tennessee was gonna beat Georgia, put a 1 in the chat.
Oh no, I called that one.
I ain't gonna lie.
This is actually the first time in a long time.
I ain't think that Tennessee was going.
About the Iron Bowl.
I thought
everybody said Tennessee was gonna beat us.
No, I didn't. Go back.
I didn't say that
on this show.
I ain't gonna lie. I said it. I
did say Tennessee put up more of a fight than they did.
Right. That's what I said. But I ain't say they was gonna beat them. It would have been closer, like 27-24.
I'm letting y'all know I said it. I thought Tennessee was gonna beat Georgia.
Yeah, everybody did. But listen, they averaged 49 points. Coming into Athens, they averaged 49 points. They get there and score 1 touchdown.
I've called Tennessee what they are all season. They're a good half a team.
So here's what they got going on. So they think it's gonna be Ohio State versus TCU, Georgia versus USC. Oh shit! They saying Georgia versus Ohio State. They saying Georgia versus Ohio State for the national championship.
What? Is that what they said?
Wow. That's what I was thinking. I think Georgia and Ohio State.
These are ESPN's predictions now.
That's exactly what I was saying was going to happen. I agree with it.
Yeah, I think it was going. I always said it was going to be Georgia and the Buckeyes.
Let's see where the rest of them. New Year's 6, Clemson versus Tennessee or Clemson versus Alabama.
I want to see Clemson versus Tennessee. That'd be a better game, I think.
If we play Ohio State in the national championship, we'll win by a field goal.
That's going to be a knockout dragout right there because both of their defenses is massive.
Stylistically, Ohio State matches up with Georgia really well.
We'll win 17-14, 21-24, something like that.
All right, so all state Super Bowl. They got Kansas State versus LSU. Then the good year. Hey, who kid yelling?
Yeah, it's mine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Goodyear Cotton Bowl. We got Alabama versus Tulane or Tennessee versus Tulane. that'd be tragic. Tulane will get the post beat out of it.
I mean,
Nah, I got
we
Tulane
saw
beating.
we
I
saw
got Tulane
Alabama.
beating Tennessee.
We saw Alabama and Clemson like 4 years in a row. I think they need to put Clemson against Tennessee. I think that'd be a good game. I think it matches up well.
They got for the Rose Bowl, it's Michigan versus Washington or Michigan versus Oregon.
Shout out to Oregon, man.
I'm not gonna lie. Until Saturday, I had Michigan down to beat Ohio State, but when that starting running back went down,
let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. Florida State at.
Hey, T2R, who y'all play on Saturday?
Pitt.
It don't matter. Oh, sorry. Thought my mic was muted.
Go ahead and cry. What peanut at, man?
All right, so they saying they saying the Holiday Bowl, Florida State versus Utah.
Hey man, ain't nobody been able to buy peanuts since Uncle Lou embarrassed his ass.
Or Notre Dame versus Utah. So Florida State versus Utah or Notre Dame.
You know who else talk a bunch of trash is Bama Morton. That dude disappeared off YouTube for like the last 6 weeks.
Or they could get the Gator Bowl, Florida State versus Kentucky.
At least Kangaroo Black still on.
Where's the Gators?
Bama Morton, that dude go live for like 3 hours.
They're saying the Gators Music City Bowl, Illinois versus Florida, or they could go to the Rela Quest Bowl.
Hey, T2I,
versus Iowa.
We went live. T2I, remember we went live and everybody was coming up with their bowl games?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, that shit was hilarious, man.
Dude,
I don't give a damn. I'm just here for my pick bowl.
Bro, the chat dying laughing, man. The type of bowls people
we can do that on Sunday.
Dude came up with the slap your stepsister in the mouth bowl.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that on Monday.
Oh man.
Well, that'll determine if Miami's in the bowl game or not.
What he said, the Great Value Cheerios bowl. Hey,
so who you taking, Sarge? You got Florida State or you got Florida?
I got Florida State, man. Hey, remember that the LGBTQ dude T2Y, he kept sending you super chats.
Man, that dude kept sending the gayest comments.
But he was sending you super chats with him, dog.
You fool, Tarsh. You fool.
Super chatting gay stuff, man. That shit was crazy.
Bro, he had the rainbow comments, bro, but he was super chatting with it, though, man. So T2Y was like, don't kick him out, man, as long as he said super chat.
Wait. But you couldn't even get it out. Oh,
yeah, you had to be there, man. You had to be there, dog. Oh man, I was screaming, man. Me and T2Y was going crazy last year.
Man.
What's the most views you did on one of your lives last year, T2Y?
52,000.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he had I think we had like 1,400 in the chat at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, did like 52,000 views on it.
Bro, that
okay. I see what you're saying. That's what's up.
Bro, that shit was lit last year, man.
Hey, anybody in the chat, man, if y'all not subscribed to T2Y's channel, what are y'all doing, man? Hit the like button and subscribe, man.
Man, we were commentating the game last year.
Content.
Bro, we was putting up numbers last year. Both was hating on us last year, man. We putting up numbers, bro.
Man, what is that to hate? What you mean? You said y'all putting up numbers. What you talking about in T2Y's chat?
Yeah, he had 1,400 people in his chat.
But here's my thing. What's the point of hating? Y'all here to do the same thing. It's hilarious. Like y'all don't
Man,
understand. I get through days
other
with this stuff,
YouTubers
man.
hating on him, man. Other people was hating on him, man.
Well, you know what I say about that? If they hating on you, that means you're doing your job. So let them
Yeah,
keep doing
man.
this.
We had it lit, man. We had it
Well, I
lit.
know. I'm still trying to go back and watch videos that I ain't never seen. I ain't know nothing about T2Y until I got on here.
Bruh. We had this thing jumping last year, man. We was commentating the games, talking to people in the chat, people sending super chats. That one dude was sending a bunch of rainbow comments.
He was just letting it fly, huh? I think
T2Y didn't care, boy.
Hey, you remember the Great Value peanuts?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Man, it was so funny, man.
I seen the jokers before, but
your team just lost. Don't blame us. Blame these nuts.
Blame these nuts. Yep.
Wow.
Oh,
And it was lit because we was coming off of COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was lit, bro. It was lit, man.
Yeah. Now see, I've been watching T2Y's channel for about for not too long, but I know I remember the COVID year. But I think like 20, think about before then. Because when you started your channel, T2Y?
In 2019.
So it was probably right around like the middle part or like the end. Because I know the COVID year, because that's when we went to the game, the Florida State game. I think you went to that game, didn't you?
Man, everybody was stuck in the house, man, watching T2Y, watching me and him commentate the games, man.
I started watching T2Y before you could even super chat him. He ain't having 1,000 subs when I started watching.
Yeah, see, I wasn't there then. Because I ain't had no YouTube or nothing. I ain't know nothing about this stuff.
Bro, we had Peanut post a video talking about the
right now we had 11,105. In the last 28 days, we picked up 227.
Well, let it keep going. Keep it going.
You know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to commentate the playoffs. Yeah, we're gonna have to commentate the playoffs just like we did last time, man.
Yeah. Because the first person
I got a copyright on October 31st. That's the last time I got one.
Oh. Well, the first person I seen actually doing the daggone what's the name was my man Zoe. And then I seen T2Y do it. Then I seen Coop. I'm like, where all these people come from? And why
there's legit like 47 Miami Hurricane YouTubers.
It's a lot.
When they like, why you keep talking about Florida State? Why you keep talking about Florida? I'm like, because I ain't trying to be like every other Miami Hurricane YouTuber.
Yeah. He's a Miami YouTuber, but he has his own spice to what he's bringing. That's why I like this.
College football channel, not a Miami. It's a college football.
I used to fuck with Alonzo hard, but then he wanted to get his feelings with Uncle Lou and started talking shit about me right along with him.
You was an innocent bystander.
Man, I walked into the shit, bro. I walked into the shit like they had been talking shit about me for an hour, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Bro, Sarge, he making me.
Sarge, he don't do
funny. He ain't no good, bro. He an instigator, bro. Sarge an instigator, bro.
Sarge know what he be doing.
Bro, when I was in the Marine Corps, man, bro, I would get my troops to fight all the time, bro.
That's how I be telling all the Florida fans, all the Florida State fans. If y'all watching, y'all might as well go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah, man.
Might as well.
But see, Sarge ain't really starting nothing. Sarge ain't really starting nothing, though.
That's one thing I do, though. I give you guys a mic. I tell you, Florida State fans, you Gator fans, y'all come in here and talk your shit. Y'all come
They
in
be
here,
too-
talk your shit, defend
They
your
be
team.
too scared
Do
besides
not-
Marcus and
I be telling
besides
y'all,
Marcus,
do not
DB,
leave
and
it.
all them other and Jordan.
Do not leave it up to me to talk about your team because all I'm gonna do is drag them.
Bruh, I know how to
Alright.
put a battery in somebody's back. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get people fired up.
Well, see, I
Well,
just,
see,
I know.
That's why I be telling
See,
people like, I had to
Sarge,
tell-
Sarge really wasn't starting nothing though, because there almost ain't nobody left on YouTube that Alonzo hadn't gotten to it with.
yeah.
I mean, I'm just being for real.
Yeah, but I think that's all that stuff is like water under the bridge now, though, dog. I
Oh,
just
I
think
ain't mad at him. I'll still, I'll still fuck with him when he ain't talking crazy.
I love YouTube, man. This shit is hilarious, dog. Especially now my dogs winning, bro. Shit is hilarious.
yeah. The one
We
thing
got
that I like
trolled.
that
Imagine
T2Y
getting
had is
trolled
when
for
he
40 years straight. We got trolled for 40 years, man.
good guy. Yeah, y'all did. Yeah, y'all
I mean,
did,
that's
but y'all
okay.
finally.
Notre Dame's been getting trolled for damn near 40 years.
They got a bunch of titles, though.
it's official. Hashtag 1980 is no longer number one.
No,
Bruh.
now it's 1988.
Bro,
Oh,
we had Peanut, bro. We had Peanut looking stupid, bro.
Bro, the funniest thing that fool did is Sarge couldn't even hold himself together. Because when that fool said this, man, I went ahead to go get my phone. You know, I got my phone from on Rena Center.
Hey Sarge, why is
Well, that thing broke me down.
why your coach trending right now?
Oh, Kirby?
Yeah, they say Kirby. Where is that? Oh.
They say he's trending?
Yeah, Kirby Smart. He was just trending a second ago.
Uh-oh.
What's going on with Kirby Smart? He was just
I
trending.
don't know, man. I don't know.
Now here's a legit question about Kirby Smart. Do you think he tries his hand at the NFL at some point?
There you go right there. Kirby Smart, he trending. So let's see what he trending about. What they trending?
I don't know what he's trending. I think he might try to dib and dab in the NFL for maybe like 3 or 4 years, but he'll come back home.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he'll definitely at least try it. I mean, most of them do. But
yeah.
I mean, if he stays there, it'll only be obviously only if he has success. But
Ain't number what, 45, 46 years old. He's still young.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Saban was about the same age when he went back to the NFL.
Yeah, but that's the one place where he failed because he knew he couldn't tell the people what to do. You ain't about to tell me what to do. Boy, I make more money than you. What you gonna tell me?
Damn right.
Literally every college coach except for 2 has failed in the NFL. Jimmy Johnson and Pete Carroll are in.
Yeah.
That man has like a freaking NFL building factory in Athens, bro. He's like a mad scientist, man.
And where did he get that from though? Saban. Saban did the same thing.
Yeah, he get the recruits and he pretty much put them on a conveyor belt. You know what I'm saying? He like a mad scientist, dog.
Yeah, I feel you. So I mean, to be honest, I see him doing it, but they're gonna have to bring somebody. But who would they bring in under Kirby Smart to take over that team?
If Kirby decides to leave, then we'll promote probably one of our assistant coaches.
You're gonna have to do something because you gotta have somebody.
You better not promote
understand that culture.
I hope to God y'all promote Will Muschamp. Y'all bet not.
I don't think he wants to be a head coach. I don't think he wants to be a head coach anymore.
He better not.
I think, and this ain't a knock on him. I think he just falls into that category of a coach that's a better coordinator than a head coach.
Yep, just like Nick Diaz.
You got 3 defensive minds. You got 3 elite defensive minds. You got Kirby, Coach Schumann, and Coach Muschamp. That's why our defense is so good.
Yeah, got a point there because y'all defense is massive, boy.
Well, I don't think anybody was arguing that point.
No, that's not it. That offense, that was like, what in the world is this? Like, what are they doing with this? But y'all pulled it out though. But
Kirby would
not
know a competent quarterback if it kicked him in the ass.
We threw the ball 3 times in the second half against Kentucky. 3 times.
Yeah, because they didn't trust Stetson to throw the damn ball no more.
Yeah.
We got the win, bro.
Yeah, but win's a win.
I don't care if the score was 1-0.
Boy.
Hey, a win's a win nowadays.
You're
man.
right. A win's a win, but your team looks vulnerable. But like
I mean,
I said, no team has really stood out this year. Like Georgia stood out last year as a team.
Out of 26 games, let that sink in. Out of 26 games, we don't won 25.
Okay.
Well, good for you.
I mean,
how
consistent can you be?
In 3 years as a starter, Ken Dorsey lost 2 games ever.
I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about Ken Dorsey. I'm just saying.
So
Jameis Winston
done.
only lost 1 game. Jameis Winston only lost 1.
But he only played 2 years as a starter.
Yeah. His whole college career, he only lost 1 game.
Yep.
But
and that was an embarrassing loss too. That was bad.
Our coaches and our players, man, they obviously know what they've been doing. They obviously been consistent. You know what I'm saying? So when we win this championship, man, I mean, you can say what you want about us, bro. It's not gonna matter.
If they win that championship.
Nah, it ain't if, so it's win, bro.
Yeah.
I heard if last year.
And guess what? There are plenty. There are plenty in my life that I thought Miami was a sure bet to win, and I've seen them lose.
I think if we win this year, we'll win it next year too.
I'm glad Alabama fell off.
I mean, they're not off the map, but
I said it. Alabama gonna fall off after in the next couple of years. They still gonna be the same Alabama, like you know.
Sophomores are younger. Out of 92 players, we got 60 that are sophomores or younger.
Alabama has not fallen off, but here's the problem with Alabama is that's not the same disciplined football team that you used to see under Nick Saban.
Facts.
Yeah, Alabama in a few years gonna fall off like Texas A&M did this year.
Nah, I don't think so. All right. I said it. I don't think they're gonna be that bad.
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't think he's too far off because I don't
retires.
Exactly. I don't think Saban's got too many years left. Look at him. He's got a handler in press conferences now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And it could give him a couple years.
In a year or two, Nick Saban's going to be the new Lee Corso.
If they keep bringing in recruits the way they do, I don't know, man.
He's going to sound just like Lee Corso.
Well,
they got a lot of those Jimmys and Joes, man.
Well, and guess what? And so did Miami.
Yeah.
They got
that's why they didn't fall off immediately after Butch Davis left, because Miami was recruiting itself.
Backup.
Alabama will recruit itself on the downslide.
I don't know why Kirby was trending. I haven't seen anything. I don't know.
Yeah, they weren't really saying much. A whole bunch of Thanksgiving crap. Talking about Nick Saban and stuffing turkeys and shit.
Yeah, him, Nick Saban, Kirby, Lane Kiffin, all the Alabama assistants, they all on the same freaking text thread. They always be talking trash to each other.
I can't stand Lane Kiffin. Can't stand him.
He's going to Auburn, man.
I still can't stand him after the way he left FAU. Nah, man, fuck that.
He's going to Auburn, and him.
Shit, I would have left and for the check that Ole Miss cut him. I'd have left FAU the same damn way. Fuck him.
But he built the winners, though, man.
You know what's funny to me? Everybody in Miami talking about some, man, we should have got Lane Kiffin, man. We should have got Lane Kiffin. Look at Auburn job came up. That nigga would have left our ass.
Well, hell, look at him. He did the same thing. That motherfucker left in the middle of the night on Tennessee and dipped out to USC.
Yeah.
I don't want Lane Kiffin. I don't want Lane Kiffin because he's not I don't want Lane Kiffin because he's not he basically move around too much for me, bro.
He Chris
He
Brown,
move
man.
around
These
too much.
hoes ain't loyal.
He move around.
I
Yeah, he
mean,
move around too much.
people want to talk about somebody's record as a head coach. Go pull up Lane Kiffin's record as a head coach. It ain't nothing to brag about.
What's my FSU prediction? What's y'all Florida State FSU prediction? I mean, Florida State Florida prediction.
Florida State by 21.
Wow.
Yeah, Florida.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I give Florida. My score is 24-17 Florida.
Here's the problem with that,
Florida
and
ain't
you've
being
seen
Florida
it,
State, man.
Sarge. I know you have.
I got FSU. I got FSU -10, and I got Florida -9.
All right, well, let's come back to reality for a minute.
Do we have to, Slim? God, man.
FSU, FSU
no.
27, Florida 10.
I mean, can they find a way to end a 0-0 tie? That'd make me happy, but no, Florida State's susceptible to the run, and Anthony Richardson can't throw. So if they can run the ball, I mean, am I lying, crying? I ain't shed a tear.
Hey, Richardson
You
can throw on Tennessee.
Yeah, but everybody can throw on Tennessee.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say he can't throw.
Florida State 27, UF 10. Really, you giving a win to Florida State this year?
35-14.
Florida.
I mean, Florida State.
I ain't giving it to neither one of them. What are you talking about?
One of them got to win.
Oh, shoot.
College football don't end in ties no more, so one of them got to win.
Well, shoot, let them win in an arm wrestling match or something. I don't know.
Yeah, let them win in 4 overtimes. Fuck that.
What's your score prediction, Slim?
9-6.
9-6. Damn.
That's what I got. 9-6. Florida State wins. They go on to meet Alabama at the bowl and get slaughtered.
Next year, I'm going to that game. I'm gonna go to that game in Gainesville next year.
I think it's not next year; it's in 24.
No. I'm going to Gainesville next year. Florida State versus Florida.
Oh well, I'm going to Gainesville in 24. Miami versus Florida.
Yeah, I'm going to that one too.
Oh yeah, I'm going to that one. I'm gonna be there for that one.
I gotta go to Florida. I gotta go to a Florida State game next year. I gotta go to a Gators game next year. So I picked to go to Miami versus Florida State. That'll be up there. And I'll go to Florida versus Florida State in Gainesville.
Hey, T2Y, listen, man, that Miami versus Florida State, hey, you do know you still want it up there in Cali, man. You might want to stay away from it.
Man, I ain't running from
Hey,
them.
I'll come with you. I got you.
What happened up there?
Man, y'all don't know, but it's a lot of them Florida State fans and a lot of them Gator fans tell me to continue doing this
Look,
shit.
I got I told you 50, right? I got 35 on Cash App, but you had to pay ATM for the
Florida game. I'm going with my cousin.
Right up the street for the car. Hold on, let me get my stuff.
I know he'll shoot somebody.
Oh, well, never mind it.
Shit, I would too. That's why I said I got you back, bro.
And when I go to up to Tallahassee, I'll be up there with all the Hurricane fans. So I ain't worried about nothing.
And you know, to be honest, there's a lot of Miami fans that's in Tally. It's a lot of them. Because when I lived in Pensacola and I went to Quincy,
there's a lot of Tallahassee fans tell me to come up there. They'll make sure nobody mess with me.
Hey, Tallahassee done got gutter though, man. That place is run down now, man.
Man, that place been run down for the long. It always has been. Always.
In the 90s, it wasn't like that.
Shit. Well, I wouldn't know. I wasn't in Florida.
This is now.
I was. It was right.
I wasn't there
in
in
2002 when I come up Tennessee.
I came to Pensacola in 2001 and went to Tallahassee for a party.
I've been to Tallahassee one time in my life.
FAMU.
I would never go back up.
I went to FAMU
never again.
Unless it's a game.
I went to FAMU in the 90s and Tallahassee was nice, man. Now this shit look terrible.
Whoa, what?
Hell yeah.
They got graffiti everywhere and all this other kind of stuff. Like my older nephew went to daggone FAMU and graduated from there. That place is horrible, bro.
How does that make you feel?
For it to be a college town.
Hey man, what Polk at, man? What happened to Tallahassee, man?
Man, them boys up there vaping right now.
They getting NIL deals from the sanitation department.
Hey, money's money, man.
Now when you get paid in garbage,
that's what they doing. I'm telling y'all what they doing. They up there vaping right now. All on vaping. That's semen.
What?
Oh, you weren't here earlier? Florida State fans, they vape semen.
What? Oh my gosh.
What
Wait.
That's
All right, I got you. You wasn't here earlier. I got you.
We need some evidence.
Florida State.
We need some evidence.
No, we don't. No, we
Florida
don't.
State fans,
Are you
vape semen.
I know Tennessee fans, they chug stuff up their ass, man, but I never heard this shit.
Man, bro.
What place is that now?
Hey, we need evidence.
No, we don't.
Right?
I don't want to see that crap.
Whoa. Oh, hell no. No, man. That's disgusting. I'm good.
That's what they do in Tallahassee, bro.
Hey, screenshot that, man, please.
Yes, please screenshot that. I thought it was.
Hey, man, somebody give me.
That's what they do in Tallahassee.
Chainsaw, man. Cut off the whole state of Florida for the United States, man. Just cut that shit off like Bugs Bunny, man.
You see the headline: Florida man's vape semen. Look at the shirt.
Oh my God.
That, man, I can't see Florida State fans is the same no more. Fuck that.
I mean, I seen people chug beers up their ass like Tennessee does, but damn.
Oh my God.
That's what they doing in Tallahassee.
Hey, T2Y, did you see what the Eagles fans did after they won the Super Bowl? Did you see what the Eagles fans did after they won the Super Bowl?
No, what they do?
I guarantee it wasn't worse than smoking semen.
Bruh, they ate horse manure.
Oh yeah, they on that bad stuff for real.
If you look on YouTube, put Philly fan eats horse manure.
You see what I'm talking about, Jakaris? Jakaris, I'm about to block you on Twitter, bro. Stop eating up my timeline. Every notification I'm getting is from you.
Hey, that's your stand, bro. He writing letters about you right now, T2Y.
Oh my God.
Dear T2Y, I saw your video. About our quarterback.
Hell no.
I waited on your live stream for 4 hours and you never showed up.
Oh man.
You told me Florida State was going 3-9, but we went 9-3.
Oh my gosh, bro.
ACC 13 seconds ago, they put out their standings. Looking terrible.
Yeah.
Damn. So basically, if we beat Pitt this weekend, we'll move up to
third.
Number two, depending on if Duke win or lose. Who do Duke play anyway? Oh, Wake Forest. I think Wake Forest, ain't it? Yeah, Wake Forest. They play Wake Forest.
Oh, okay.
So if we win and Duke lose, we'll finish number 2.
Who won between Duke and North Carolina?
North Carolina by 3.
North Carolina. North Carolina only loss in conference was to Georgia Tech, which is crazy.
Bro, they beat North Carolina. I cannot believe Georgia Tech beat them if we didn't.
Man, y'all got C-Dog got hope in this Georgia game. Can you imagine Georgia Tech beating Georgia next week?
Bro, that's how you look when we go back to back.
If Georgia lose that game, they're not going to a championship.
Bro, if we go back to back, bro, C-Dog gonna drink a tall cup of bleach if we go back to back.
With a splash of ammonia.
They say Kirby's still trending. Why is he trending?
Bleach, the hell?
Why is Kirby Smart trending?
That man gonna chug a couple bleach. If we went back to back national championships, man, that dude won't show his face on YouTube ever again.
Nobody care about your stuff.
Have fun in the hospital if he does that.
The aunt who married into the family has been slowly taking away turkey cooking duties away from Nick. Who's Nick? Nick Saban?
Yeah.
Probably.
Many claim he made the best turkey, but responsibly hasn't fully stuffed. What?
Now here's a question: do you think Lane Kiffin still gets invited to the gatherings like that?
I don't know.
I mean, he was fucking Nick Saban's daughter.
Yeah.
Are you
Well, a
serious?
lot of people was doing
yeah,
that.
Really? Yeah. Why do you think they're? Why do you? Yeah, that's what the hate's about between Nick Saban and Lane Kiffin because he was fucking Nick Saban's daughter.
Man, a lot of people.
What the hell?
This kid right here is blowing up. He's a
She
JUCO wide
fine as
receiver.
hell. I ain't gonna lie, I'd have hit it too. She fine as hell.
If he didn't do it, somebody else would have.
Andrew Armstrong, right now, every single Power 5 team has sent this kid an offer.
Well, he about to hit the portal?
No, he's a JUCO graduate. So right now, everybody, and I mean everybody and their mama has sent him an offer.
The portal opened up in what, 3 weeks?
Wisconsin, North Texas.
Come to Miami, I bet you.
Well, once that portal open up, boy, shit gonna get crazy, boy.
Yeah, it is, boy.
Hey, Sarge, I told him it's like a going out of business sale with Texas A&M players.
Man, that's just
Liquidation,
gonna be
huh?
a foreclosure. It's gonna be a foreclosure down.
Purdue,
What's it called, man? Foreclosure sale.
Indiana, Syracuse.
They were talking about that on the Utah show. They was talking about that. It was talking about, man, get some of them disgruntled Texas A&M players.
Bro,
A&M
is gonna be a damn fire sale. It's gonna
Well,
be.
you gotta watch out too now because all of them ain't disgruntled players. Some of them got kicked off the team.
Yeah,
you get the disgruntled ones, not the ones that got kicked off because of their own stupidity. Not
the ones that was smoking weed before the game.
They can stay wherever they at. We don't want
you
that.
can get them. You can get them on like a last chance you type of shit, but
I'm telling you.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson did guarantee a win for Florida.
What?
Oh, he did?
They about to get blown out.
Yeah, he
That ain't gonna happen.
He said with the win, they'll build momentum.
Oh yeah, I do remember him saying that. I thought he said something else.
I mean, I was being serious earlier when I said I think they do match up well with Florida State.
Look at this guy.
How?
Hey, they about to get blown out.
Look at him trying to smell his finger. Look at him.
Hell yeah, man.
My boy said, I've been digging up. Let me see what it smells like.
Hey, man, let me see what that camel toe look like, man.
Let me guess. BB posted that shit.
Huh? Oh, y'all definitely FSU. Barstool, FSU. They shit funny as hell. They've been talking a lot of trash.
But they about to blow Florida out.
The whole week they've been talking trash.
I don't think so. I think Florida matches up well against them.
Man, they don't put that shit all over the damn bulletin board. He don't guarantee.
Who's the cringiest university?
Okay.
Siri, who the hell talking to you?
Hey Siri, who was the 2021 national champions?
Look at them. They trying to throw shade. Damn, them boys done made a t-shirt with us on it. Wow. Barstool FSU, y'all ain't shit.
Hey,
doing shit. They will continue to be shit.
Medical marijuana coming to Circle K stations, gas stations in Florida.
What?
Damn. They about to start selling them in Circle K. Oh shit.
After Tennessee beat the Gumps, they made t-shirts.
Wow, Florida, y'all gonna let them do y'all like that?
Damn, what's that?
That's a dead alligator.
That's
That
what you got to
Tennessee-
read, the caption.
That Tennessee shirt made a little sense though, Sarge. They hadn't beat Alabama in like 15 years.
You see
Yeah,
what
but
it
don't
said?
wear the t-shirt and then fucking lose to South Carolina.
You see what the caption? You see what the caption said?
What? Damn.
Bitch ass couldn't even handle a McDonald's Sprite.
Alligator though, man.
Hate week for them.
Yeah, boy.
2 schools fighting for state funding. Look at them. No rankings. They trying to poke fun at us and the Gators. I mean, yeah, that's tough.
They proud that they ranked number 16.
You say UF fans put their toilet paper on the wrong way. What?
How you proud that you ranked number 16?
What kind of trolling is this?
Sarge, you gotta remember who we talking about. Sarge, you gotta remember who we talking about here. They'd be happy if they didn't fuck their own cousins.
Sarge, does that mean I can start talking shit about how we were ranked number 2 5 years ago?
Exactly.
Right. If you're not number 1, it don't matter.
This was the cringiest. This was the cringiest video I seen. I can't really play it because of the music. Man.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Wow.
Man, that's hilarious, man.
Man, of course it's a bunch of dumbass white folks doing that shit.
Hey,
too.
they ain't got no rhythm at all. Hey, only in Gainesville. Only in Gainesville, bro. Ain't got no rhythm.
Yep.
Texas A&M.
They be on that bullshit in Gainesville.
Wow.
That is horrible.
Yep, this is that's Florida State fans to Brock Glenn. When he committed to Ohio State, you a bitch. I hope you sit at Ohio State and go nowhere with your football career. As soon as you flip that, you're not a bitch anymore. I love you.
Hey, they said Kirby. They said they hope Kirby house catch on fire.
Oh man,
that's fucked up.
That is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Stuff like that's uncalled for.
They walk around in the damn haunted house.
Let me see if the Gator Barstool, see if they had anything to say. They got Florida State lighting them up.
Hey, them boys bragging that they ranked 16th, bro.
Man.
That shit is hilarious, man.
I'm gonna go back to talking shit about us being
shows
number
you
2.
how.
Oh damn!
It shows you
TikTok
how sad Florida State is.
Damn, they call Florida State TikTok University. All them boys do is post TikToks.
Before I put it in, I smack the ass. Pull out my hit record turn.
Oh my god.
On the flash, we gon' make a movie like Ray J and Kim Kardashian.
Man, I can't get over that dude vaping semen though, bro. I can't get over it, man.
What kind of BS?
Before I put it in, I smack the ass.
Man.
We back. Florida State is back.
Man, Florida State ain't back, man.
That man said we back. Florida State is back.
Hey, no, check that shit out. That dude in that casket been letting Nick Saban use his tongue as toilet paper for 15 years, and he gonna hop back on the Tennessee shit.
Yep.
That's Paul Feinbaum in that fucking casket.
Yeah, that's Feinbaum. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it on ESPN.
Yeah, I seen that during that college game day when they had that shit on
That
that
man he's a Tennessee grad, been talking cash shit about Tennessee for 15 years.
Of course, that's how it always is, because they ain't been shit, Slim. You talk shit because you ain't been shit. About
Yeah,
your
but he's a
own.
Tennessee grad. Shit.
Yeah,
I don't talk shit about Miami.
Tennessee.
I
Yeah,
know.
but he's a
I'm not
Saban
gonna do that,
bootlegger.
and you're not gonna do that. But we talking about Feinberg here.
But see,
He's a
some
Saban
people actually think Paul Feinbaum's a legitimate football analyst. That man don't know a damn thing. He is the world's highest paid troll.
He's an
He's
entertainer,
good.
man.
He
He's
is
just
good
on there to make people laugh. Yeah.
He's always been good at pissing people off and getting them to call into his show. So he's got some good sound bites.
He's a Saban bootlegger.
TikTok University.
What the hell is he doing?
I don't know, but he's in a damn bathroom by himself, so he's goofy as hell to begin with.
Yeah, man.
He a cornball.
He's
He a
showing off.
cornball. You can't get hype after that. You a cornball. Look
He
how
looks like
he doing.
TY2 on Slim Fast. He looks
Hey,
like
put a
Bill
one in
on
the chat
Slim
if you see
Fast.
Philly fans eating horse manure after they won the Super Bowl.
Bro, seriously? That is horrible. I didn't even know nobody did that.
Man, they knocked the cell phone out their bed. That boy's cell phone, I know that screen cracked. Boom.
You can't teach that kind of nothing right there. That ain't targeted or nothing.
Bro.
Yeah, I need both of those right there. All right. Moving on.
Man, y'all can keep that Xbox bullshit. I'll take the PS5.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Man,
Talking shit about no Xbox.
Xbox is pure trash.
Yeah, Xbox is trash. It's about the PS5.
Xbox is.
It's about the PS5.
Man, that PS5 is doo.
You sleep.
Here we go.
You sleep. Well, I'm Sony. I am Sony all day.
Y'all let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Y'all team Xbox or y'all team PS5?
Yeah. Is your Xbox gang or is your
neither one?
Sony. Hey, no, wait. Is it Sony or Microsoft? That's what it is. Is it Sony or Microsoft?
And if you got a Nintendo Switch, we can't be friends.
Yeah. Is you Hammer gang?
Yeah.
See, that's my thing.
Why not? PS5 gang.
What? No, he brings up a legit point. It ain't really a PlayStation thing with me. It's a Sony bullshit thing with me.
Hey, I spent 3 years in Japan, man. Shout out to Sony.
Hell, they all made in Japan.
Oh, man.
Hey man,
I
you're not
ain't
Japanese.
had no PlayStation since the PS2.
You sleep, but I got a PS4 right now. About to go get the PS5.
Just make sure y'all don't ask me that question. If I'm team Xbox or if I'm team PlayStation, don't ask me.
Why?
Just don't ask me.
You just got asked.
Why?
Oh, God. Because I'm an equal opportunist. I got both.
God
boy,
damn.
he got the Sega Genesis.
Hey,
I love them both. I was
everybody remember the Dreamcast?
Now, fuck that, boy. It's all about the GameCube. What y'all know about that?
Yeah, the GameCube. Hey, the GameCube with NFL Blitz.
Yeah,
you sleep, but
T2Y, you talking? T2Y, you talking shit? I still got my original Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
I still got a Game Boy with no color.
Hey, I'm about to say I got the Game Boy with the color. I got Game Boy.
I got the Game Boy without the color.
Man, y'all sitting here.
I got the original Nintendo. I got the original Nintendo. Remember, it come with one cartridge, had Mario and Duck Hunt on it. Come with the little gun.
Yeah.
I still got that shit.
You got that orange gun.
That's the shit right there.
I still got that shit sitting in my closet at the house.
I got my own.
And that daggone dog that you had to get there.
I
To
ain't
hit them
played
ducks.
in a while. But I still got my Sega Genesis.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody that had that game for Nintendo, everybody got up on that screen with that duck hunt to kill them ducks. I don't care what nobody said.
Yeah, hey, you had that little funky ass dog trolling your ass.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, none of y'all ain't seeing me on 007 on Nintendo 64.
Let's get it going.
Man,
Let's get it going.
You crazy as hell, man. I'm ready for that. I'm ready.
T2I, Star Fox 64, my shit, bro.
Mario
Hey,
Kart
where's Peanut,
64.
man? I need to talk to Peanut. Where is Peanut?
Getting his roasted, getting his nuts roasted.
He's sitting at the house playing his Atari 2400.
Hey, that
I
man
was
said
in the comment
we're
section
gonna lose
earlier.
3 games.
The
He
moment
said we're gonna
LSU
lose
lost,
3 games this year.
the moment LSU beat Alabama, Peanut disappeared.
He went ahead and he ate all them snacks that was inside of that cabinet.
The day we beat them for the national championship, he posted, "Yeah, this is a breakfast of champions, man." That man had some fucked up ass grits, some nasty ass chicken and eggs.
Hey, did y'all see where the police charged 7 of those Michigan State players that jumped that Michigan player?
Yeah, they charged him with
Yeah,
penalty. Yeah,
I
they
saw that. Yeah.
They charged their ass with assault.
When was this?
I guess they announced it today.
Oh
They
wow!
charged him with a felony, bro.
Yeah, you jump, man. It take all of y'all to jump one person.
And they were stumping that boy with cleats and everything.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You go jumping into a pile of Michigan State players by your damn self, you deserve to get your ass knocked off.
I mean, we reviewed the video. It was in clear sight when you looked at it. We pointed out 4 players and their numbers.
If all them dudes would have took their helmets off and bashed him with the helmet, they would have killed his ass.
Yeah, they would have. And these were Michigan players that did this to a fan, to a Michigan State.
It was Michigan State players did it to a Michigan player.
Yeah.
Oh, a Michigan State players did it to a Michigan fan. I mean, a Michigan player. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, see, both teams when they leave the field go in the same tunnel.
Yeah.
I guess most of the Michigan team was behind him. One Michigan player runs into a group of Michigan State players talking shit.
Well, you run up, you get done up. I mean
don't get me wrong. He deserved the ass whooping he got, but you deserve to get your ass knocked off for doing that.
You remember the
you don't go in there and talk crap. That's like you go. Man, that's like you going in the daggone pool. It's like you going in a lake or a swamp or something. You got nothing but gators and crocodiles and nothing in there, and then you just go in there and smell like blood and raw meat.
Well, you running right up in the middle of another team by your damn self like a dummy.
Right, and it's a robbery. Like, what are you doing?
Hey man,
hey, maybe he was smoking. He was smoking that same weed that Texas A&M be smoking.
Nah, he was vaping that same semen that fool from Florida State has. So.
You know what they say, bro. Dumbass is in the DNA. You can't get rid of that shit.
You damn sure can. Amen to that.
Man, I like that one.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Cool.
Well, I can't, man. Well, I'm telling you. It's crazy. But I know one thing.
Man, I got a video for y'all. That shit had me dying. That shit had me dying laughing. Hold on.
Lord have mercy.
Man, what had me dying laughing was that dude vaping semen, man.
Man, that was pathetic. Man. It wasn't. I wasn't dying laughing. I don't put nothing past him. You seen what he was wearing? You seen what he was wearing?
Yeah.
You really shocked?
Nice,
Are you really? I'm not. I don't put nothing past him.
Man, that don't have me dying.
Oh, let me tell you something. I've been calling Florida State the semen holes for years.
Hold on, Slim.
You just proved your point.
Okay, fingers in. Okay, seatbelt comes off. There we go. Loop in. Okay, now with my other hand, I'm gonna kick the seat back and I'm gonna open the seat. I'm gonna open the door. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. I'm out, and I can escape freely. Okay.
What the hell?
All right.
What? Oh God.
Two fingers. Sit down.
What the fuck?
You're right.
You know, most of the cars come with electrics.
What was that goofy ass motherfucker's name? Detroit Urban Assault Training or whatever that shit was.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the Florida State defensive coordinator?
Oh damn! He looked like for real, dude. Looked like he was security guard. Ron Dugans. He looked like he'd be some kin to Ron Dugans or some shit.
That boy said, "See back."
That is horrible.
Oh, man.
And that's why I preach to everybody: practice your Second Amendment right and blow his ass off.
Oh man, Lake Gibson's it's a 2023 and he's a offensive lineman. He just committed to Oregon from Lake Gibson. So Oregon just got a commit from a Lake Gibson kid.
Good.
Well, someone's sleeping.
I'm sleepy.
I'm about to call it a night, y'all. It's been about 3 hours.
I just got parked for the day about 30 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Where you at, Slim?
Shit, somewhere in bumfuck Louisiana right now.
Oh God.
Hey, I'm
be
gonna
careful,
get up.
brother.
I'm gonna get up. Well, I got that 4.5. I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, I know that. I ain't no doubt.
I practice what I preach, sir.
Oh, I know that.
I'll catch you guys Sunday.
All right.
Y'all have a man.
All right,
y'all. Good show, man. Good show.